what is a box of Magic? It depends. It depends on sets. So like, I'll give you an example. The latest, and it amazes me how Wizards of the Coast, who is owned by Hasbro, it amazes me how they come out with 4 or 5 sets a year. So like what'll happen is ever since I started playing this fucking game that's just stealing all my money, cardboard crack, that's what it is.
Cardboard crack.
It is, dude. Do not disturb. So what happens is Wizards of the Coast will come out with a set, they'll hype it up, shit like that. Okay, great. Let's say the newest set just came out 2 weeks ago. Now they're talking about the newest set that's coming out August 4th. I'm sitting here as a creative going like, what?
Teams.
Like already.
Teams.
And like they do reprints. So like they'll reprint the flavor text of a card and what the actual card does with a different name and just different artwork. So they're not necessarily making a brand new card every single time.
It's templated.
But dude, I mean, insane that they are able to come out with fresh shit like that. And look, okay, they got a fucking squad of people that have all their own ideas that are going to push that out. Right. So it helps.
Yeah.
But I just sit here looking at that going, God damn, bro. Like, first off, stop taking my money. Second off, can we slow this down?
Stop being addicted.
Bro, can we... It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I don't have any gambling addictions, but for some reason, every time I walk past the card shop in Huntington and I'm walking Kenji, I'm like, oh man, I could really pull a card.
That was the one thing that me and my dad actually bonded on was we used to do like the Hall of Famer set. So like nice old baseball memorabilia. And we'd go to Tri-County every week and buy a case. That was like our thing. Like buy one box of cards, open it together and stuff. That was cool. And then we lost all of it in a fucking Hurricane Irene. We didn't know that our house flooded. It was the first flood that we ever had in Seaford.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me just unarm that track. Make sure that we're not doing that. I'm pretty sure that I lost all my Pokemon cards, like the first gen, all this
Dude,
hollows.
I don't even want to talk about it because we used to open Pokemon cards, and we would, even back when I was like 11 years old, me and my dad, because he was big into like Beckett grading. So with Pokemon, we would do the same thing. So we would open the cards, slip it into a thing. I had first edition Charizards.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking these, I see them going for $250,000 right now.
Oh yeah, for like the really mint 10s.
But like I can almost guarantee you I would get like, 9.7, 9.8s on those cards if we still had them. But again, they were down with all the other cards in the flood.
I don't know. I can't. I assume they were at my dad's house during the flood. Yeah. I assume.
Where's your dad?
Freeport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I assume he had like 7-8 foot of water.
If it wasn't Irene, it was Sandy.
Sandy, so, I believe that was the one. I mean, so yeah, dude, I had a crazy collection.
Me too.
Crazy.
I'm looking at it. Like I had a white binder, and then I had this like printed like piece of Pokemon art that I did myself, slipped in the front of the binder.
That's probably worth more than the cards. That's worth more than the cards.
For me, maybe.
Yeah, dude. So like that's like my addiction. Like that's my. But I love playing.
You could be addicted to the worst things.
I definitely could. Definitely could. Could be addicted to massage parlors. I'm addicted to trading card games. I think we're doing all right.
I think you're on the high end of the respect spectrum.
I think I'm doing okay. So anyway, so Magic is cool because a lot of the other trading card games you just buy and you sit on.
Yeah, this is play.
Don't get me wrong, they play Pokemon. Like it's crazy. Some of the grand prizes are like $75,000 to $100,000.
I literally never played. I collected like a fiend, but I never played it.
Exactly. Yeah. Magic, and same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of people collected. Yeah. They didn't play. Magic, though, you collect, but you play with the cards.
Everyone plays. It's a different thing.
Like, so you'll have dudes that come with like, so like a Black Lotus. If it's in the early 90s, I don't know which year, but a Black Lotus card went at auction for like over $100,000. Over $100,000. Black Lotus card.
Like graded? Did they get graded?
I don't think so. Post
That's
Malone,
fucking nuts.
Post Malone has one as well. He plays Magic like crazy.
I actually didn't know that it was still such a big thing.
Every Friday night.
There's still like retail card shops that do like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Post Malone, Black Lotus. Let's see. Black Lotus price. What did he pay for his? Because his is signed. Post Malone admitted in 2022 to purchasing the signed Gem Mint 10 condition Black Lotus.
So it's graded.
And 41, that one was. And 41 near mint /mint 8 copies, though that number is much smaller for the signed artists. So the guy who created that signed the card as well.
That's cool. Yeah.
It went for $800,000. $800,000. But that something trumps that. Something trumps that. So the latest set from Magic was Lord of the Rings collab.
Oh, that's cool.
And they made a 1-of-1 ring. They made a 1-of-1 ring card.
See, it's so funny because they could just sit there and they know.
Which was pulled already.
Yeah.
It was pulled already. It's pulled by a dude in Canada. Okay, so it was pulled by a dude in Canada. The going rate before the pull was over 2 million euros. Somebody offered
like $2.3 million roughly.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's before. Sent it in, didn't tell anybody. Opened it on opening day. Like, that's crazy. I would have thought they'd stagger it out. That's the smart thing I would have thought business-wise. Stagger it out, keep the hype up. People
but do they know?
They know. Oh,
but it's one production run, no?
Of what? The set?
Well, yeah, you get one production run of the set, and then it gets distributed out. Like, how do you really know what's in those boxes?
They made a 1-of-1 card. You know where that card is.
I guess, but
you
should
know
you
where
know?
that?
It's
yeah,
like lottery tickets.
Yeah, but
people printing lottery tickets don't know what role it's in.
Maybe, but when you create a 1-of-1 card, then you have
shouldn't.
to. But then you have to, because they were doing video and publicity and PR, all that stuff weeks prior, and they were showing the card off. So my assumption is they have the card out from all the other cards. They know where that pack. Was going.
They did promo with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
Forklift driver, regular ass dude. I love that. I love that it wasn't a store that pulled it.
But he's not selling it.
I don't know, man. Would you sell it? So I guess that's the question. Would you sell it knowing that it's worth, currently, that was the first offer, over 2 million euros?
It's situational.
Or would you sit on it because you know it's going to be worth more later in the years?
I'm way overly analytical of this. Here's what if he's a forklift driver,
I guess. He's probably going to sell it.
But if he's struggling and needs it, I'm sure he's going to sell it. If he's got pressure from family and stuff like that, they need the money or whatever. It's life changing. Even $2.5 million right now is life changing compared to maybe it's $4 million in the future, or maybe it gets lost in a fucking house fire.
Well, it's graded now, so I'm sure that I believe.
Dude, graded. It better be in a safety deposit box.
Well, that's what I believe where it's at.
Yeah, it has to be.
So what happened was he pulled it. He said, I couldn't. From what I read very quickly this morning, because now more information is coming out. Dude doesn't want to be known. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be known either. No,
especially out. If you're a forklift driver, I'm sure there's some people around you that aren't the best of.
Hey, man, you get all kinds of characters.
Yeah,
you never know, man. Someone hears you got a car, they start knocking down that door late at night. Hey, man, remember when I bought you that soda?
Exactly.
Like, what? Fucking soda. Take it. Take it, bro.
No, here's a case of Pepsi.
Yeah, here's a case of pop. I think they call it pop. So anyway, so he pulled the card and he said, like, I was shaking. I would have put that right back in the pack. I mean, like, I didn't get anything.
I would drive to Beckett.
Well, so from my understanding, all the grading companies
like you can't
had
ship
offers out. No, you can't fucking ship that.
You call them and say, hey, get here.
Well, they all had offers out. So from my understanding,
what do you mean?
Beckett
like to buy the card off
just
of
to
him?
grade, just to be the one to grade the one ring. So
what are the other ones now? I've only, like I used to have the Beckett book.
Beckett, PSA.
Oh, yeah, PSA.
And I forget there's a third one that
PSA is big with sports cards. Is it the same with...
Becket's big on the Magic cards. They're the ones that were grading some of the first Magic
Beckett
cards.
I don't even think PSA was around when my dad was... he was big on eBay.
Better get up on that mic, man.
Oh, shit. We're live?
Oh, we've been live.
Oh, okay.
We've been live. We've been live for 8 minutes.
No idea. Yeah, my dad was huge on eBay. He used to resell, and it was everything. Like, I don't think he really got into basketball. He was big in NASCAR cards for whatever reason.
Did they sell for like a good amount?
Yeah, I mean, he would trade. Like, he would not trade, but he would flip. Like, he was a flipper before like Gary Vee made it famous.
Okay.
And he did it on the side. He was like an IT tech, but then he would just, like at night, he would just sit in his office and he would just, have a bunch of memorabilia. He would buy some, look at the grading, like that's underpriced or whatever. And
it's exciting.
Yeah, and then he just stopped doing it. I'm sure he didn't really make a ton of money doing it. It was just like a little hobby for him or whatever. But it was nuts. But when I was collecting like the Hall of Famer set, which was Topps, I think, it was just Beckett. I remember I had a grading book. I don't even know if PSA existed back then.
Yeah, it's PSA. Now I gotta look it up. It's PSA. Beckett's the one that was doing a lot of the trading card games.
Yeah.
So he went, to my knowledge, with PSA.
Yeah, I see PSA more now than Beckett for sports memorabilia. Like with all the basketball, the hollow cards and stuff like that. And I don't follow it enough. I know it just a buddy of mine had started this like card breaking thing and they got pretty big into it.
Let's see. PSA, Beckett. What are the other ones? What companies grade cards? Let's see. I don't have a Jamie, so I got to do it myself. PSA, Beckett, Sports Card Guarantee Corporation, so SGC, CSG, which is Certified Sports Guarantee, Hybrid Grading Authority, HGA, and then the other ones are just like bullshit no one fucking uses. But to my understanding, all the companies had out, if you pull the One Ring and you want to get it graded, they had will give you $20,000, like
just to be the one that has the
and Beckett was offering quite a sum of money. Plus, they were offering a custom case for it and all this stuff, and he went with PSA, so the offer must have been crazy.
What's the value for the grading company to have that? Is it marketing?
Yeah, marketing, to have your name on the plaque for the One Ring, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like the more like I guess valuable cards that you have graded under you, it's like being like Sotheby's, right? Like you're the art gallery, or like you are the grading company. Makes sense.
Let's see.
It's what a weird like trade. If you like just think about cards, like there really is the only value in it is, and it's not even always scarcity, right? Like there's a lot of times where like the one of one you're talking about, that makes sense. It's one of one. It's very popular. That is insane.
Got a 9.
Does that say what it's worth?
No. It's crazy. Because that's how people found out. The certificate number was out.
Oh, I
guess people were scouring to see when it was going to be graded, because they knew, unless it was some kid that just pulled it and just like dicked around and, you know, all of a sudden he's shuffling into his fucking deck at a tournament. You're like, what are you doing? Like that's
how do they do drops? Like how do card companies do drops? Like for instance, like, you know, sneakers do drops and people have bots to get on sites and get them like quick.
Not really, because you can get them at your local card stores.
Is it still such a brick and mortar retail thing?
Yes and no. You can get them at Amazon. You can get them online at like Card Kingdom.
Yeah. Tri-County was the
TCG
best,
Player. Yeah, Tri-County's dope.
That third, well, it's not there anymore. Well, the card part isn't there anymore.
So like this is, I hope we're hitting a nostalgic nerve with people right now. They're like, oh God, card games.
I miss it, man. I love it.
So come fucking play Magic with me, man. I'm the most athletic person in the room. It's crazy. I'm never the most athletic person in the room.
Probably smell the best too.
I definitely do. It's insane.
I can't imagine.
So like that's the new one. So Commander Masters is like the next set. Cool. So they're reprinting and reskinning all the best cards to go for that. So, but it's more expensive. So,
look, so how much is a pack?
I'll show you right now. Look. So release date's August 4th, right? All right, so here's the lineup. So you can get a set booster, or you can get the collector boosters. Collector boosters have every card shiny, and they come with more mythic and rares. So a collector booster pack comes with only 4 fucking packs in this one now. So let's pre-order it. Let's see how much it's going for on Amazon. It's insane.
Dude.
There's 4 packs, 15 cards in each pack.
$260.
Yep. 60 cards.
You need to take more video jobs.
Crazy. I mean, I'm not fucking buying that one.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one.
But it's who actually buys these like religiously? I mean, there's
YouTube channels specifically and solely dedicated to it. Like you said, like they break the packs open. They sell $25 to have your name on the YouTube channel. I'll pull the cards and you get the cards.
Yeah, they'll do it on like Instagram lives and stuff.
I mean, generally, I mean, there's this one dude, Bad Boy Gaming. I find him hysterical. He's got high school jokes. I love it. It's great. It's directly into my humor.
Yeah.
He does that all the time, and he pulls like some fucking big cards, and he actually gives them to the patrons. Like he's not like deleting. Right? He's not deleting the video and then like, what are you talking about? This one. It's like, oh no.
So there's 4 packs in there, right? 206. So you'd have to, if you did like a card breaking thing to make that even worth it, $100 a pack.
$100 a pack. Yeah. Which they could just go to their local game store and get. I think they're going for $80 a pack.
Yeah, but it's the entertainment value.
Yeah, having your name on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, having your name on the screen and like having you're
sitting there itching like you got psoriasis on your neck. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. I watched a couple of them. It's fun if I was into it.
Oh, dude, that's in the background. Like
Yeah.
I'll be editing or I'll be cleaning up the house.
It's like me on a podcast.
And all of a sudden I'll hear like, God damn! I'm like, what do you get? What do you get?
That's awesome.
So anyway, so that's been.
I just don't know enough about it, so it doesn't like.
I play the game though. It's fun.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. The real reason I think I really have been enjoying playing these games is like, okay, yeah, you have a life counter, and yeah, we check our phones in between. You know, when you're waiting for somebody to do a turn, sometimes it's that. But generally,
you disconnect. Dude,
you're playing without anything. Like, there's no electronics.
Yeah.
Like the text, everything's right here.
Yeah.
All the counters, everything. You're talking to people, and
it brings you back to earth a little bit.
It does.
It's cool.
And what's cool about it is I get to interact with people that I normally wouldn't.
Right.
And I love talking and interacting with everybody.
Yeah, you have a podcast.
Yeah. But like I do, and but some people might not. They they just want to harbor the people that they are friends with.
I'm sure there are people there that are like poker players. They're just,
So when I was there, I went to a different card store like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I went to a different card store with my cousin, a couple friends. We went there. We were playing Commander, which is like a format. And you have one card that's like the head of the whole deck. Then you have 99 other cards that basically only are supposed to support the commander. So like if your commander says every time an opponent loses a life, you gain a life, all your cards, they don't have to be that way, but you want to ramp it up so this way that effect is like tripled or doubled.
Gotcha. Okay.
So while we're setting up, some kid comes over, and you could tell, man, a lot of these kids are socially awkward.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids have interpersonal communication skill issues.
Right.
So he's talking to us. He's just trying to have a conversation. He's talking to me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm answering him. No, I'm shuffling my deck. I'm talking to him. And then one of the guys that's with us, he works at the store in Huntington. So I said, oh, yo, where are you from, dude? Like, you live down here? You live up in Huntington? And he goes, oh, I live over in Comac. I said, oh, that's dope, man. I said, I grew up over in Plainview, this and that.
Yeah.
And that kid goes, I grew up in Bethpage. He's like, I mean, not that you really care. I was like, no, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
self-deprecating.
I was like, yo, dude, tell me. Like, that's cool. I said, I grew up in Plainview. It's
I have a friend like that.
It's right by me, dude.
Yeah.
And then the point I'm trying
because he's so used to people not caring.
Exactly.
Right?
And people shitting on him about everything because he doesn't fit in with a lot of different groups. And even maybe he doesn't even fit in with the nerds at that spot.
Right.
So it's like, you watch this and it strikes a chord with me.
Yeah.
Younger Nick, maybe not so much. I'd ignore it. I'd be like, whatever.
Right.
But like, as I've gotten older and I've seen how hard life is for everybody, people that make a lot of money, people that don't make a lot of money, people that are great with people that are shitty with people.
Yeah.
Life is really difficult for everybody.
Yeah.
So he walks away because he's going to do something else. And one of the kids that my cousin's friends with, he makes a comment. And he's like, want to leave him around my door. Like, trying to like dick around. I said to him, what I've realized over the years, now I said, you're younger than me. I said, so I'm going to just invoke some wisdom on you or evoke, whatever the fucking word is. I was like, I'm going to put some wisdom on you. Yeah. Invoke, evoke? I don't know. I got corrected on social media one time for the wrong use of that word. So.
On social? Never.
So anyway, so he commented that. And I said, listen, man, what I've learned over the years is that when I have a family and I have a son, a daughter, or whatever, and maybe they're not like me where they're very outgoing and they can talk to anybody and this and that. Maybe they're a little sheltered and they feel awkward or they feel out of place or out of touch, this and that. I said, I would hope that somebody at that card store or wherever they are would treat them with the same respect that I would treat them at my own house. I said, he's like, oh, well, my mom treats you special ed, so I get it. I go, you're saying you get it.
But you don't
but
get it.
You don't get it because you wanted
to
you wanted to just like make a joke at his expense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. I get it, man. You trying to be funny. It's witty. Haha. Like I'm not going to laugh because it's not funny, but like if that's what you like, that's cool. But me, when you have a kid, I hope that someone would treat them like I treated them, not like you, and poke fun at them when they walk away from the table.
Yeah. I mean, and look, like when I was younger, just like you said, like I probably wouldn't have had that reaction.
It's different.
But it is different now too. And I've gone through a lot of shit myself. I've seen a lot of people go through shit. I've been friends with people going through hard times and stuff like that. So like it's changed. I've changed a lot. The last 2 years I've changed a lot with that. I mean, I was just thinking about this when you were talking too. COVID changed everyone.
Yes.
And it like a lot of people in a good way, I think. People started to like, well, I mean, I forget about the political discourse and everyone and their brother arguing with each other. But like, I think everyone got a chance to like put their life in perspective when shit went nuts. And which no one had a chance to do before, right? Like I definitely did. Like I was just kind of like coasting through, just doing the whole like work thing, career, yada, yada, whatever. And then like all of a sudden, like the world stopped and everyone had to say like, what do I care about? Or like, who do I care about or what? And then the social stuff during that time was ridiculous, but I don't know. I think a lot of people are better for it.
There's been evolutions.
Yeah.
There's been de-evolutions.
There's
a
negative to it. And I saw a lot of people like, and don't get me wrong, like I don't want to knock anyone who's entrepreneurial, but like everyone and their brother right now wants to start a business or wants to be an owner of something, even if it's side hustle. And I love it. The problem is people tend to have like skipped the struggle phase, which I notice. Like people who just started a business are talking and giving advice to other people. And it's like, dude, I just started a business in February. Like I've had, my branding company and stuff like that, but that was never like a business. This is a business where I'm making a product that other people are consuming and having to deal with finances and doing things that I've never done. Like I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Feedback and real world case study.
And but the thing is like when I started this brand with my two partners, like we talked about it, like what's going to make it different. Everyone has like a supplement company or whatever. Like I wanted to kind of like embrace fucking up a little bit and like open it up to people. Like, yeah, we have shipping issues. This is why. And like, because everyone and their brother wants to start a business right now, but it's like the vanity of it. Like it's cool being a CEO. It's cool being an entrepreneur or whatever, but it's like, it's a lot more fun solving the problems. And there's a lot of problems, like you obviously.
I get it, man.
So that's what we wanted to do.
Wearing all the hats is very difficult. And people see, especially on social media, people see the amazing times that all these entrepreneurs are having. Look how cool this is. Like I get to drive my sports car and I get to do this and that. And like, y'all don't realize what it really takes to do this stuff. And it's okay. You'll learn and if you really want to do it, you'll do it. But unfortunately for a lot of people, they have this fake reality of what this actually is.
And it causes them to start something and quit immediately because it's not instant gratification.
Yeah. Wait, I don't have a Lamborghini yet?
Yeah.
I've been shooting videos since 2018. I don't have a Lamborghini yet. Like real business, owning my own business since 2018. Yeah. I don't have a Lamborghini yet.
That's crazy. I have 3.
Bunch of bullshit. Pivot.
Yeah, no, it's funny though because like for me, and like we're doing well. It's great. I'm not paying myself. I don't even plan to pay myself for another probably 6 to 12 months. And that's the reality that people don't understand. Where it's like if you're not going to reinvest everything in your business, money, time, effort, stress, all that shit. Like if you don't plan on reinvesting for a long period of time, you're fucked. Mm-hmm. Like you're fucked. And the problem is you have this like false sense from every entrepreneur on social media that it's going to be like, oh, it's easy. I can start a drop shipping website and do Fulfilled by Amazon and I'm going to make $1 billion.
I saw one TikTok.
3% of people who do that make money.
Yeah. I saw one TikTok and it showed me a general layout of what I have to do, but it didn't tell me all the back end shit and the legality of things and everything that this actually needs to work and make me money. But I'm going to go do that today. I'm just going to go around to the stores and scan the items and see what's selling on Amazon and just fucking start buying them in bulk. Spend $10,000 just today. Oh, I spent $10,000. Wait, I'm not going to be able to sell it. Like, what else do I have to do? It's like, no. You got one piece of the puzzle and there's a whole table of puzzle pieces. Like you still need to focus on the real shit. Yeah. But you weren't given the real shit because that was bundled into their course for $500.
So now here's my thing. And this is why there's certain businesses that I understand why you start like teaching. But if you are so good at Amazon FBA, if you're so good at drop shipping or whatever, retail arbitrage or whatever, why are you focus more on doing that and scaling that? Why are you teaching it? If you're genuinely trying to teach it to like Chris Dell, Chris Dell is awesome because he genuinely goes and speaks and talks about what he does and he
never has to do another design work again. He said multiple times.
He's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, he said, he's like, I could have retired and never have to do any of this again.
But that's because he actually enjoys the process of teaching other entrepreneurs how to start a design business or whatever. And that's awesome. But then there's the people that do like FBA. Like it's obvious that you are not making as much money as you thought on FBA, that you need to make money trying to teach it to other people.
Yep.
And that's where it becomes a problem. Like I know how many people do you see on TikTok? I keep seeing the same TikTok, like, start an LLC, get a $250,000 line of credit. And then what? Go into $250,000 in debt because you don't know what to do with that $250,000. Like, where's the rest of that lesson? It's crazy. Like,
it's bundled into the course.
You just taught me how to
Patreon.
take $250,000 on probably a 9% interest. I'm getting a line of credit that I have to pay back.
I'm going bankrupt.
What am I doing with it?
I'm going bankrupt.
Yeah, it's going to ruin you for the rest of your life.
I'm going bankrupt, and my credit's shot, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah, and your credit shot for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I've burnt out so much on that whole thing, and I'm not saying it's a negative. I think everyone burns out. You just got to figure out like your way through
the
it.
amount of creatives that I speak to,
creatives especially
regularly, that are just burnt out and tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of them, man. I'm
Me
tired
too.
in a lot of areas of my job, and guess what? It happens. I'll tell you what I'm the most tired of in my specific position. I'm the most tired of having to do everything. I'm most tired of having to shoot, edit, be the fucking graphic designer. Can we get this animation done? I'm not a fucking animator. Like what? The clients just expect, because they've seen like everything bundled into one job. They expect you to just be able to do everything. And it's like, I can handle
services.
I can handle a lot.
Yeah.
I can't handle all of this though. Like, what do you want me to do? Hey, Nick, make this thumbnail. It's like, I'm not good with it.
Do you find yourself doing favors a lot and then becoming resentful for it in the creative field? I do.
Yes and no. It depends, man. It depends on who it is. Like,
I don't mean favors like doing cheap work. I mean like throwing in extras here and there.
Yeah, like because it bites you in the ass.
Because they didn't expect it.
Yes, because instead of sticking to the set deliverables that you've given your client as the guideline, like, hey, we're agreeing to X amount for this project, and then you give them. Well, what do? You under promise and over deliver, right? That's technically what it is in some ways.
Yeah,
But
then your third, fourth, fifth job with that same client,
they're like, no extra, no.
Yeah,
you didn't have any other photos. You didn't have any other video. Like, do we have any other video clips? Do we have this and that? And there's people that I work with regularly on video, smaller companies, not like a Rain or anything like that. Smaller companies will do content, and then it'll kind of just be like, yo, we shot a lot that day. Like, could we get some videos? Maybe how many videos do you want? As many as you can. It's like, that's not how this works. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and pump out 50, 60, 70 videos. Like that's
not the thing. And it's like, well, because you're not even giving me a reality of expectation. So like, I'm just gonna sit here and like try to impress you with what I'm doing or whatever. So like, for me, when I was a younger creative, I used to hate snobby creatives. Now I understand it because like my time is valuable. I run a business, but I do a lot of branding on the side. I had a client recently, and I have no problem talking about this either because I think more creatives need to treat their clients like this in a respectful way. I freelance, right? Okay. So, and you freelance too, which the benefit of freelancing is you get to do things on your own time. Obviously there's some expectations of when you want to deliver things or whatever. So I deliver this client, a concept within 2 days. Now it's a full label design, full branding, full logo, full whatever, 2 days. He wants some revisions. Actually, this wasn't a revision. He wanted basically a completely different concept. And I was like, listen, this normally takes 2 weeks or whatever. I work pretty quick. Let me see what I can do over the next couple of days. The guy's hitting me up on WhatsApp, and it's during the middle of the workday. I'm dealing with Fresh and whatever. I don't answer his 3 WhatsApp calls, and he emails me, and he's like, I can't deal with the lack of communication. And I immediately was like, listen, you're talking to me like I work for you. And that's not what this is. Like, you want to pay me hourly. You want to pay my salary. You want to pay my expenses for the day. I'll be on call for you. Other than that, you need to sit back and wait and get your deliverables in the time that I told you that I'd give you them. Yep. And sometimes I will over deliver. That's fine. But I'm not going to like rush and stop everything that I'm doing when you're not paying me. And I'm going above and beyond like to begin with. And I hate that because I think what happens is like as a younger creative, you're always trying to do like portfolio work or you're trying to like get a client or whatever. I don't even sound snobby. I'm past that. You're past that. And then like when you do end up doing it for somebody for a reason, like it becomes expected.
Yeah.
It's rough. I think that actually feeds into burnout a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It adds extra stress, and then you can't do what you were assigned to do creatively,
right?
Is to enjoy the process of making something cool.
Yeah.
Which I told you I've had issues with at certain gigs that I've had to go to.
Yeah.
Around the world and whatnot. It's very tough when you have to do 1,000,001 extra things besides just shoot a video. So it's just
Yeah.
it becomes difficult. And I only give you half the story. When we're off, I'll tell you everything. It's just it's a very interesting field, the creative work field, and how because there are so many that oversaturate the industry, it's a positive and a negative. It's a positive because it doesn't really take much to differentiate yourself from everybody.
Right.
Because generally everybody copies each other.
Right.
And they act like they do the same shit over and over and over again. Oh, wow, you put another whip pan in that fucking fitness video? Ooh, wow. Really really breaking the mold on this
lens
one.
flares, dude.
Yeah, great. Oh, the overlays, right? The sparks.
My entire Instagram feed is just those texture packs.
It's the same shit.
It's
the same
crazy.
shit over and over. They all got them from the same place. They all got them from Tropicolor.
Yep.
They all got them from Tropicolor. And there's nothing wrong with that. Good for Tropicolor. Selling out, man.
Yeah.
Selling out. And, you know, it's just that you're limited with, like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I got into this shooting fitness videos, which is great. I've been tasked with making a bicep curl look cool. It's not cool. It's fucking boring. It's not cool. Unless you're a super fan and you really care about like a Kai Green or something. Like, it's a bicep curl. It's fucking boring. I gotta be honest with you. But the angles, the music, the sound
movement,
effects, stuff like that. But there's only so much we can do.
Yep.
And now what I'm seeing is dudes are just using AI.
This is like the design version of Make It Pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they're just using AI.
Yeah.
There was a video that I showed my boy Steve, who's shot for a bunch of companies. I showed him a video I saw. It was just like, I'm like, what am I watching? Like,
what do you mean using AI? How?
God, I don't know if the video's still there.
Well, explain. Like
using
an
AI
person?
to map to map extra things on top of the video to make it more interesting.
Got it.
Effects, rotoscoping, and doing extra stuff, which is cool. But it's like it's too, dude. It's a 15-second gym edit. Like you are so worried that people are really going to scroll past you that fast that you have to do that much.
Yeah,
there's a problem, and it's not a problem with the work. It's a problem with what our viewers are so distracted and bored by everything.
I mean, attention span's at an all-time low, especially on social. So unfortunately, do you use AI in your editing?
I do certain things, just like monotonous tasks of like categorizing footage or stuff like that. I cannot trust it to do an edit for me. And I don't think
that
takes the personality out of it. But even if it was there, that takes the personality of it.
Right.
Maybe if like there was an AI software that could trim off the fat where it sees that there's nobody in focus, and maybe like I had my camera rolling, it was to my side.
Yeah.
Just trim that out so I don't have to skim through that footage. That would be great. But
yeah, I think the value in AI, I think people, for creatives at least, because a lot of creatives are like at war with AI.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be at war. I think you should try to use AI to eliminate the mundane tasks, right? Like you're talking about, like the, categorizing or even like setting a timeline or whatever it might be. My buddy Phil on film, I probably showed you this stuff. Incredible wedding videographer.
Yes.
He uses AI a ton for that stuff, not for editing, because it's the same thing. Like the reason his videos are so good is because his personality's in them.
Yeah.
And he was there shooting. He knows the story he wants to tell. Wedding videography is weird. Have you ever shot one?
I shot one wedding and I decided I never want to do it again.
Yeah, it's rough, but like there's a way to do it. Like when we got our wedding video, I regret even using this company. It was terrible.
Oh, damn.
Like absolutely worse. We had to have them like completely redo it. Like the editing was, you can tell what they did. The shooting wasn't bad. They sent it to Fiverr to get edited. 100%. There's some dude in Belarus editing my wedding video. And because he didn't know the story or the timeline, it was trash.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And you paid top dollar, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was weird because it was Studio 27. I'll just call them out. Fuck them. They're down in Massapequa. We originally had them booked for
I don't know
photo.
if I know anybody from there.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't because it's a bunch of hacks. We had photo and video booked with them. And then we got our engagement shoot done with Michael Casara. That dude, the best photographer that you'll ever meet in terms of, forget about quality, like just dealing with him. Like the way he ran our whole, everything, the bridal party, the groomsmen. So we got our engagement shoot done with him and I immediately canceled the photo with Studio 27, used him, but I kept the video there. And like they were giving me problems. And
of course they were.
And
because they got squeezed out.
Yeah. And it's like, I lost $1,400 in the portion of that deposit, which we fought about. So it's just bad going into it. And then the shooters were good. I'll never take away from the shooters that went there, but then the shooters go back to the agency, they give them the footage, and then I'm sure they just sent it out.
Yeah.
And it was just garbage. So you have to like know the story. Like you know how to make a good fitness video. Like you said, it's boring, but you tell a story.
Yeah.
So that's what
those have always been my best. Those have always been my best videos.
Yeah.
The ones where I actually have a story of
there's a narrative.
Yeah. And why are we doing this? And I ask people that all the time. It's like, why are we doing this? Just like a circle jerk. It's just like you want to just like jerk yourself off and like look cool on Instagram. Like what, one video and done? Like that's what you want to do?
Most companies, that's how they think about content. And I'm no longer with Rise, but Rise is the best at content by a long shot. I mean, it's not because I was there and I've been to the office and I know how it works. These dudes are not just like, hey, we need to make a video today. Every single video is well thought out. They're looking at comments on like, a lot of people are asking about if, this flavor is more sour or sweet. So they're doing content about it. They're doing valuable content about their products. They're making it interesting for people. And if you're not doing that, if you're just like posting cool edits or posting a cool whatever, and you're wondering why you're not getting likes and engagement, that's why. Like you need to actually be valuable. And like one of the things that I struggle with is I'm a perfectionist. It's why I haven't gotten on camera yet for Fresh and done my own content. So I need to, start getting better at that. The dudes at Rise, all day long, cameras. Forget about production value. Like they're, now they have a better team. So like their production value and their editing is getting good. Jake's a fucking genius. They're just, even before that, it was just content. Like some don't hit, some do hit. Some go viral on TikTok, some don't.
That's my podcast clips, man. Yeah. Some of them go crazy, some of them don't.
But
some of them get 4 million, and I'm like, what? I'm like, and then the one that I think one that I sit there and I go, yo, this is like crazy. This is dope.
Nothing.
10,000, 5,000.
Isn't that the craziest
thing? I'm like,
thing?
But then a clip of me saying, and then people just cracking me up with the comments. The comments are always just out of this world. But a video clip of me saying that nobody stresses me out on my phone. I pay the fucking bill. No one's going to call my phone and stress me out. I gatekeep who is going to stress me out on this device. I literally put that up there, like 3 million views.
Yeah.
My crazy.
Because it resonates with a lot of people, but no one says it.
But man, people talking shit too, though. Like, yo, buddy looks stressed out. I'm like, dog, I ain't stressed out, man. That's my talking voice. I'm not stressed. You know if I was stressed. You know if I was fucking stressed. But yeah, dude, my TikTok clips go crazy. That's why I have, I think I lost 100 followers. I haven't posted in like a month.
I've had an account for 2 years.
I think I have almost 54,000 followers or 55,000 followers on TikTok.
I gotta follow you. I gotta actually just get active on TikTok.
TikTok's great, man. I love TikTok. It's great. I like it more than Instagram. Instagram sucks dick.
Oh, me too now.
Instagram sucks, bro. And that's why this thread thing, we're fresh with it. Hey now. Hey, we're fresh with it. We're fresh with it. That's why.
Oh boy.
That's why I don't think my big ass head's gonna fit in this fucking.
Oh,
thing.
it will. I think it's 3M.
That's why I think this thread thing.
Dude, if you do the rest of the podcast like this, I'll lose it.
It's pretty hot.
It's hot. Yeah, it's rough. I don't know how DJs do it.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it either.
Well, there's like, you can get those teched out, like air conditioning and shit.
Oh, so you didn't want to spring on a little air conditioning for your boy Nick?
No, because that thing's been sitting in my trunk since I bought it.
Well, I'm going to let you know, it doesn't smell like that. So it smells pretty good.
Thanks, man. It's because no one wears it.
So anyway, I find it crazy with the whole thread thing. Audio listeners, I'm wearing his Fresh helmet, if you couldn't figure all that out. I keep looking in the camera. It's hysterical. So the thread thing is very interesting to me because everybody is coming or like acting like they have this personal vendetta with Twitter. It's like, bro, it's going to be the same shit. Who gives a fuck? It's all the same. You put your shitty opinion on Twitter. You can put your shitty opinion on Thread. It literally doesn't matter.
So it's funny because I have friends that like refuse to use Threads right now since I can't fucking take you seriously. I have friends that like refuse to use Threads because of like kind of that mindset where they're like, well, I like Twitter. It's, Elon bought it now or whatever.
I don't use both.
I don't care. The reason why I like Threads is because I always struggled I love Twitter. I love the format of just a stream of consciousness. I love it. I think it's awesome. I like writing too. I like being witty. I like short, I like that limited responses because like if you can't figure your shit out in 140 characters, it's probably not important.
Is that the same on Thread?
I don't think so. I think it's like
I
almost
feel like you
unlimited.
can write an essay.
Yeah, I think it's unlimited, which is weird because like I feel like
Twitter.
What
is it? What is the other Tumblr? What is this? A fucking Tumblr now?
Yeah, I forgot that existed.
Yeah.
Like, how didn't Reddit kill Tumblr?
I don't know, but isn't Tumblr like just like 90% porn?
I don't know.
Like
I don't.
porn
I've
writing.
never actually had a Tumblr in my life.
I've never had a Tumblr.
It's like Visco, right? VSCO.
Yeah. Okay. Can we talk
What
about
is Visco?
Can we talk about Visco for a second? How are you going to be a girl and your profile is going to be private, but you have a Visco link in your bio for your Instagram, and then you click it, and it's just fucking selfies of you anyway.
It's the same
So
shit.
what's the point of being private on Instagram?
But do people scroll through Visco?
I guess. I don't know. If a girl's private and I want to say peace or nah, I'll like click the Visco link. I'll be like, it's not even worth trying to follow.
It's the weirdest thing. It's like having a door that leads you to a door. Like it doesn't make.
That's what I'm saying. It's so
I never understood.
Stupid.
That's my thing. It's funny because like
People
I just
awesome.
But so what I was trying to say is like I love the format of Twitter, but I always struggled to get like my community, my friends, my business relationships and stuff to be there. So now that's what I like about Threads because it's that format cross-pollinated with Instagram.
500 character limit on Thread.
Might as well write a fucking book.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's my dissertation. Graduated on a 500 count essay.
The word dissertation is 500 characters.
Don't ask me to spell it. Crazy.
It's I don't know. I like it. I think it's gonna.
I told Tyler, I told Gabe, I said, yo guys, jump on it. I said, because you'll be an early adopter and you'll be on there and you can start posting and interacting with people and maybe it leads to a good amount of followers or engagement from people that what's his name? Price Plow, right?
Yeah.
Supplements.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Or he does?
So Price Plow.
I don't know anything about him. I've seen the logo before.
Yeah. So Price Plow started off being basically like a deals website where they would just price plow, basically for supplements specifically.
Cool.
So they would do blog articles on ingredients and what top 5 pre-workout, stuff like that. And then my buddy Ben, who I'm very close with now, he's been around the industry for a while. He kind of took an ownership role in there. It's Ben and Mike. So Mike started, but he's more on the back end now. He actually does some content.
Who was I threading yesterday?
It's Ben. Ben's like running the social. He's the one with the beard that you always see on the videos and stuff.
Well, I've probably
get on Instagram.
I've probably seen him before.
He has changed the content there like dramatically and made it interesting, which is cool because it used to be more of a sciencey website, and then it was like deal shopping. So now he has contracts with brands, and he'll help me out. He'll throw some videos on the fresh products or whatever, but he does it in a really engaging way, which took kind of like, dude, supplements are boring. I mean, they are. Like, realistically, it's ingredients, right? It's science. Most of the people who buy supplements don't give a shit about the science. They want to know if it works. They want to know if it tastes good, and they want to be a part of a community. That's why the best brands that you see right now are not necessarily the best products, but it's the best community. Like, I'm not going to hate on Ghost or Rise. Ghost and Rise have the best communities possible. Rise does have incredibly, incredibly good formulas too, which is why I think they rose to success so fast.
I don't think I've tried any Rise stuff.
Really good.
It really is. I was going to buy their protein. Mm-hmm. To be quite honest with you, I was going to buy their protein, and I didn't because I'm trying to get away from like all the artificial shit.
Yeah.
It's nothing, dude. It's nothing to knock. I'm just saying.
It's some people,
tough. But some people don't give a fuck. Like some people don't
Most
care.
Don't. Yeah,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And you're entitled to that. To me, it's like I'm trying to limit,
dude. And it's
where I can. So like I saw that like the Ghost and the Rise and stuff like that. I saw they have that in there, and which it shocks me. And I know we've talked about ingredients and formulations, very briefly when we went to your apartment that time. It's like I get it, but like maybe offer like a secondary line.
So, Ghost has vegan. They have a vegan protein.
What is it flavored with?
Probably monk fruit. Yeah. Muscle Sport is a vegan protein too, or plant-based.
I'll tell you what, man. Muscle Sports protein is one of the only proteins I can have. Anyone, don't matter what
digestive enzymes.
That not only digestive enzymes, but that tastes good.
Oh yeah,
it like really is good.
Yeah.
Like, all the other proteins I've tried, chemical. It tastes horrible to me. I can't fucking eat it
anymore,
dude. I can't drink it.
Yeah.
I can't drink it.
Which to me is weird because I've been in this space fucking forever at this point. 11 years now, basically. It's funny. I quit Rise 2 days ago, a year ago, on my birthday.
Welcome.
Thanks.
And happy birthday. You know I said that already.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Everybody, please wish Mr. Supp a happy birthday.
Can we sing? No, don't.
You want me to sing?
No, I don't. only with the helmet on.
Oh, don't tempt me, bro. I'll go outside and belt it out over that channel.
It's awesome. Yeah, but
nope.
What?
Sucralose.
Is it?
Yep.
In the vegan?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I mean, sucralose is vegan, so it makes sense. But normally when you sell to that niche.
Monk fruit.
Yeah, because
That's why I've been fucking with Jocko's stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've been fucking with that.
Dude, you know what it is? It's hard to build, and I'll just tell you, like, because it's a business at the end of the day, and it's hard to build that. Jocko, if anyone else made Jocko's formulas, they wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
It's Jocko.
Yes.
He had a base. He has a ridiculous personality. People trust anything that comes out of his mouth. Joe Rogan could literally sell car keys.
It's unbelievable
to
dude.
people. It doesn't fucking matter.
Dude,
Like,
they clip him just saying 2 words like, "Yeah, I ate a bamboo shoot yesterday," and then they're like, "That's it, bamboo industry." And they start to, "Oh, see, Joe Rogan said." It's like, dude, what?
Did you hear what he did to the pop-up sushi chef?
Yes, the Michelin star dude.
Do you know how insane that power is?
Yeah.
Where this guy went and did a pop-up in Austin. He had it, and he's like, "This is the best sushi I've ever had." It was only for that month that he was doing the pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "Well, I'm going back to LA or wherever he was going." And Joe was like, "Would you stay forever?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm not moving to Austin." He's like, "Would you stay for a couple months?" He's like, "If I can guarantee you I'll sell you out, would you stay and keep the restaurant open here for a couple months?" He's like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it." Did it. Joe posted one little thing about it, like reposted on his story. The dude woke up to not only 2 months fully booked at his restaurant, but 25,000 people on the waiting list.
It's insane.
Do you, like, at the snap of a finger,
and
that dude can change anyone's life.
The best part is he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's not
he
somebody that's sitting there
good
wanting
sushi for 2 months.
He's just sitting there. No, he's not sitting there wanting like, "Oh, I gotta control." He's just like,
he wasn't
whatever.
trying to help. I mean, I'm sure he was trying to help the guy's business.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying
he wanted sushi for 2 more months that he loved.
Yeah,
crazy. He has said it himself.
It's not like a Kardashian that's sitting there drinking the blood of everybody that likes a post of theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like that. It's not. You know what I'm saying?
It's people hate on Joe. Because,
I love Joe
because people think that it's like cringy or whatever. I think people hate on him because he's popular. But like when you understand like every single thing that he does, he just does it because he likes it and it happens to make money.
Yes,
it makes all of the information more valuable.
Yeah,
because he doesn't. Yeah, he has ads because he fucking has to. That's cool. But he's almost involved in every single one of those companies that he has ads for.
Yep.
Now, granted, I'll go out on a limb here. Every On It product is bullshit.
Never had any On It products.
Bullshit, dude.
I've never had any On It products.
Alpha Brain might make you feel well or whatever, but if you go on their website, Alpha Brain Black is a proprietary blend of like 600 milligrams, and it's fucking $139.
Yes, I've seen the price of the black version.
That is a $4 cost of goods product. And so like that to me, like that kills me. And I fucking hope now that I own a supplement company on it's not going to come like sue me for this. That I'm not saying it's a bad formula. It is not 100. How much is it on there?
I'm going to look right now.
Do you know how far you have to scroll down on the page to see the supplement facts?
Oh, I'm sure. Well, it's all the
kills me, dude.
It's all the catchy pictures.
It kills me.
God, these people really look like they're killing it in life. I need to be there.
Who?
All the people in their ads and shit.
I don't hate the brand.
This isn't the black version. I got it right here. Black label.
Yeah.
Fire.
How much is it?
Black label's going for. Do you want the regular price or the subscribe and save price? Regular price is $1.25.
All right, $1.25. Can you see the supplement facts on it?
Yeah, hold on. My finger's gonna get tired by the time I get to the bottom though.
That's step fucking one. It's a blend.
No, they have everything labeled out.
Let me see.
Velvet bean.
Oh, they opened it up. Okay, so let's put this in perspective real quick. 4 capsules.
That's a lot. 4 capsules, and how many in there? 20. That's not even a month's worth.
20 servings for $125, and there is basically I'm doing rough math here, but there's like 2,000 milligrams of actives.
Who's buying?
Like, there's actually a lot of these ingredients are great. Like lion's mane, awesome.
Yes.
Cognizant, I love Cognizant.
But like, where's the lion's mane coming from? Like a company like this, you'd think that they would have all of that transparently.
Yeah.
We source it from X.
So that's my biggest thing about mushrooms is that the lion's mane is great. Sourcing is the only thing that matters.
Reishi, all the other mushrooms.
That's what I mean. It's the only thing that matters. So
not Reiki, you hippies.
Yeah, but dude, it kills me because it's like the formula is not terrible, but it's so blown out overpriced that it makes me hate them. Like, yeah. I don't know why they do that. Like, I can guarantee you my product, my pre-workout, now it's not the same thing, costs double, and it sells for a quarter of the price.
Yep. So what does it go into? What does it go into the category of? Corporate greed? Does it go under just like?
I think it's because they fucking can.
So they know people will buy it.
Yeah.
Because
Well, look, they're spending a ton on advertising and stuff too. Look, here's the one thing, like the reason that a lot of brands don't talk about like what their cost of goods is because like now everyone's an internet formulator. I see it all the time on TikTok. TikTok, it can be really good, but it can also be the worst because you have people who really don't have knowledge that go and look at every ingredient and they're like, oh, I can get this for this, whatever. That bottle probably costs $9. Why are you selling it for $50? I'll tell you why. Because product costs $9. You have to account for between 5 and 10% in shipping, another 5% in damages, overhead to run a company. Then you have to sell it to retailers. Retailers have to make money. Then you have to account for marketing. So yeah, a $9 product sells for $50 at retail because you need to. A lot of other people are relying on those in between margins to make money. You can't, say, oh, it costs $9. You should sell for $15. Okay, well, you'll never hear about it then.
Yes.
Like I could do that at a fucking flea market, but I have overhead. Everyone has overhead, and like other people have to make money.
You buy fresh at the farmer's market on Sundays.
Dude, but you're
just getting everybody jazzed up while they buy rooted vegetables.
I'm gonna have a cart next to Kerber's and just selling pre-workout.
Sick.
But it's just nuts because people there's two ends of that spectrum. That the Alpha Brain Black Series is way overpriced, but then people expect no companies to make money. And they forget that you have to make money because number one, I have to live. I want to live well. That's one thing. But the more money I make, the more I can put into making my products and my brand better. So that's why I'm a capitalist at fucking heart. So I'm not saying that something costs $10, you should sell it to people for $15 just to cover your expenses. No, make money. Everyone should make money. But price things fairly. My pre-workouts are competitively priced in the marketplace. That's it. That's all I owe to my consumers other than making a good product. And the more that I can put in my pocket and go back into the company, the better the brand eventually becomes and the better the product becomes. So, I don't know. TikTok, again, it's a love-hate relationship with me because you'll see people on there that they just don't really know. They take snippets of information and then they peddle them as gospel.
Yes.
That kills me.
And that's in every industry across every
it's not just
area of life.
It's everything, yeah.
Of life, not even business. It's crazy. I have people comment sometimes on some of the clips. They'll be like, what's the point of this clip? I don't know, maybe watch the whole fucking episode, dumbass.
Yeah.
What do you think? We had a 5-second conversation? You think we actually sat there for 10 seconds and had a 10-second conversation? And that was the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, so-and-so should, this just shows that certain
whole podcast,
certain people shouldn't have podcasts. Yeah. It's like, you don't even know what this is about. You don't even know me. You just see a clip and you have no fucking idea who I am as a human being. Yeah. You have no idea everything I've gone through
thanks for the engagement.
For the last 31 years. Yeah, exactly. 31 years of my life. You have no idea what I've gone through, what I've done, what I bring to the table as a human being, not even as a business owner.
Yeah.
Not even as and the people that I bring on the show that bring their own value and their own years of wisdom. But I shouldn't have a podcast because you saw a 10-second clip, and you don't find value in that tiny peanut fucking brain can't understand and comprehend what it might mean.
Right.
It's okay.
And that 10-second clip is meant to drive you to the full story.
Yeah, which it does and it doesn't. It's a weird thing.
It doesn't most of the time.
It does and it doesn't. It's very strange because people take it at face value. They see what they see, and then they just scroll to the next.
That's
thing.
why some people hate Joe because they've never. I listen to every one of his podcasts. Some of them. Then I know I'm not going to be he just did a podcast. My buddy called me this morning. He did a podcast with Sean Strickland. He's an MMA fighter. I fucking hate the guy. I don't like his personality. I think he's just a piece of shit. So I won't listen to that one. Just because I know I'm not going to be.
You're going to listen to Sarah's though?
Oh yeah.
Sarah's on there.
Oh yeah. No. But I like Sarah.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
And I know there's going to be valuable information. I know that I'm actually probably going to lose brain cells listening to the Sean Strickland one. So I just don't want to.
Isn't that crazy how you can choose whether or not you will engage with content because you automatically know that you're not going to enjoy it. But instead of putting yourself through the act of sitting there agonizingly
2 hours, 2.5 years,
scraping at whatever surface is in front of you.
Yep, I knew it.
Just to be like, wow, it did suck and I'm angry now.
Yeah.
For all of you wondering, that goes for all your political views as well.
Yeah.
Stop watching shit that you don't like.
Yep.
Stop giving fucking fuel power to the opposition and the other people. Left, right, middle, ugats, whatever you want to fucking do. It doesn't matter. Watch things that you like and you connect with. That's it.
You know what the healthiest thing, for me at least, one of the, I'm strong-willed, I'm very opinionated.
Me too.
However, what I've learned recently is that extremism is the fucking worst thing on earth.
On every end of the spectrum.
Like both ways. And
Yes.
like my wife is very, I would say, conservative, like conservative leaning. And as am I, or I thought I was, but I have a lot of liberal views too. I mean that in the loosest way possible.
Get out!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
No. I mean, I heard a quote, and like I'll say it like this: I want you to be able to grow and smoke marijuana, but I want you to be able to protect it with guns.
Facts.
Like I don't want to say that I'm in the middle or anything, but like I don't want to have an extremist view. You don't have to be cultist,
man.
Right?
We're getting political.
I know. I don't want to.
I don't want to get political either. And primarily, I don't want to get political not because I'm worried about me saying things or views or anything like that. It's because everyone's got a fucking opinion and it's cool. So like exactly what I tell my cousins who I don't agree with their political views and other people that I don't agree with their political views, you are so entitled to believe whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I encourage you to parade and champion whatever viewpoint you think is the one that you align with. But when it comes down to it, you do not have the right, left, right, middle, ugats, right up the fucking center. Don't matter. You don't have the right to tell other people they're incorrect because they believe something different. That's in politics. That's in religion. That's in life.
I'm gonna caveat that. You do have the right to tell me I'm wrong. I have the right not to give a fuck.
Well, yes, and when I say you do have the right to talk to people and tell them things, you don't have the right to berate them and tell them that they're an idiot for believing that or this and that. No, people can believe whatever the fuck they want. 100%.
And
guess what? Some of those liberties is what you enjoy on a daily basis, such as free speech.
Exactly.
Or so we think in certain areas.
Yeah,
but whatever.
That's
neither here nor there.
It's wrapped up in a nice little gift wrap that says free speech all over.
It's wrapped up somewhere.
So my thing, and this, I have the very same views religiously. I grew up Catholic, I guess. Like never. I went to Sunday school. I went to a Holy Family church. Camp, and so I was brought up religious. My parents ended up giving me the choice whether I wanted to get confirmed after having a ton of knowledge. I said no. I'm not. That being said, when I say that I'm not extreme, I hate extremism. I don't. If you're religious and you need it to be a better person or to have like some purpose or whatever, good for you. That's awesome. It probably helps the rest of the world that some people believe in God because you're not doing stupid shit. Whether your reasoning for not doing stupid shit is made up or not, it is what it is. My thing is when people start to push it down your throat. So like I just got married in November. Her family she has a bunch of religious people in her family. I was willing to get confirmed just to go because I'm not so against it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's not something that I'm extreme about. I don't care. I would do it for them. It's not like such a hot button for me. And it's the same with politics. Tribalism is really bad. Really, really fucking bad. And the problem with it is like an entire mass of people are promoting things that they, I guess, how do I put this? Don't really agree with, but they have to go along that because it's on their side of the line. Mm-hmm. I hate that shit. Yeah. Kills me.
Yeah, they can't admit that they're incorrect in the thought process. You know how many times I've said, oh, you know what? I was wrong. Fuck.
Dude, that's fuck. You know how good that actually feels though?
Yeah.
Like if you can see a piece of information that you didn't previously know and then change your mind, you're ahead of 99% of other human beings on planet Earth.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know what taught me that? Working at Apple. Crazy. Never thought I'd get like real life lessons working at Apple.
Why is that?
Because what happened was they don't want you lying to customers. That's a huge thing for them. They're like, honestly, this is extreme ownership, Jocko style, before Jocko was even around. Like this was what they were preaching internally at Apple. So basically, let's say you came in and you start drilling me down on the Mac Studio. And
they want you to say you don't know.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I know some of it, but I don't know all of it. Mm-hmm. So, you're saying, what about this? What about this? And I just go, you know what? I'm not entirely sure.
Let's look it up.
Let me go find somebody that does, or we can look it up together.
Yeah.
And then you sit there and you go, oh shit, okay, cool, let's do that.
Yeah.
But instead of me just going, no, it'll do that, it'll do that. You get it home, it doesn't do that. Now you're angry.
Well, you create a really bad customer experience.
Exactly. Yeah. And I fucking lied just to save face in the moment.
Right.
Instead of just being a human and going, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's go do that. And I do that still to this day. People ask me for things and I'll be like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I can find out. If you want me to sit there.
That's what I say to everybody.
If you want me to sit there and you want me to actually coach myself up and teach myself how to do something for a project that I don't know how to do, I'll do it. It's going to take me extra time, though.
You're going to pay me for it, too.
You're going to pay me for it, but it's going to take me extra time, too. So, like, or we could find somebody that knows how to do that, cut the extra bullshit out, and I can focus on what I'm good at.
Dude, I say it all the time. Like, first of all, saying no to people is super valuable. Saying you don't know is even more valuable. And I've always had an ego. I've always been like confident. And I found like in the, the fake it till you make it thing, people might take that the wrong way, but like sometimes you have to a little bit, like, grow, especially I'm a creative, you're a creative. If I didn't know how to do something, dude, I was a CMO of a company for 7 years. The company made multi millions of dollars. I never took a fucking marketing course in my life. I learned all of it. I was doing t-shirt designs for the company.
But there's a difference between you saying that you knew how to do these things
before.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I said that I would learn.
Yeah. That's being real.
Right.
That's not being fake.
Well, because there's this.
It'd be different if you said, "Oh yeah, I'm a CMO. I've had X amount of years of experience." You get there and you sit there in your desk. You go, "The fuck do I have to do all day?"
But it wasn't even that. It was like, first of all, learning in the field is way more valuable than learning at a desk. It just is what it is. Or
trial by fire.
At school. Yeah, trial by fire. And it's it's good. There's good and bad aspects of it. But I think for me, like, one of the biggest things that I've learned in my career is like, nobody really expects you to be an expert at anything. That's why I have no problem saying that, like, there's parts of running this brand that I don't do. Accounting?
That's me.
That's
me with my shit.
I am struggling. I'm probably putting more hours into accounting right now than anything else, just because it's because we're growing and it's good, but I want to do it right. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. They asked me about depreciating assets and what camera is this and that. I go, bro, I don't know. I just bought a camera.
I brought a camera. It shoots. The lens is nice.
Yeah. The lens is great. It was a little more than I wanted to pay, but like, I got it. So I don't know. You tell me. Like, I don't fucking know.
But there's value in that because I think people relate to it more. Like when you if you're coming to me about a product and like I'm pretty well versed in everything in my products or whatever, but if you come to me about, something else in there, in like one of the Onyx products, Alpha Brain, yeah. And you're asking me, I've been in the industry for 11 years. I don't really think, maybe you expect me to know all of it, but I think when someone asks me a question, I'm like, I don't know, I'll look into that. I think they're like, oh shit, he's a human. And that's cool because he's not just going to spit some bullshit and then TikTok's going to tell me something different.
Yep.
There's value in that.
Yep.
People don't realize that. Everyone and it's probably hurting a lot of younger entrepreneurs because like I don't know about you, like I have imposter syndrome. I've had it for my entire career. I've been in higher positions than I felt that I deserved to be in. And it's always worked and people have always told me I'm good at what I do or whatever. But in my head, it's like, and I feel like every creative struggles with this.
Yeah.
To an extent. Right. So, because then you have people relying on, like, you're a very, very, very talented videographer. You have an expectation of quality. And then you have to live up to that. I think that hurts a lot of people. It hurts people more when they have to pretend that they know every fucking little thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, which I've had to do for a long time. Especially, I think one of the first times that I had to deal with something like that where I bit off more than I could chew was when I got called by a magazine to do a photo shoot. And they wanted me to be the cover. I'm doing videos, bro. I don't do photos. The fuck I'm doing.
A lot of people think it's the same thing.
And I'm like, sure. And I find that it's much easier for a videographer to go to photos because we've thought in full frames, end-to-end minutes.
Right.
Whereas a photographer thinks,
yep,
like, and they can pause and reset and this and that.
Composition by composition, rather than like,
it's like, no. Like, I got to get this on video. Like, you can fake that shot. Like, you can fake that dumbbell looking heavy.
Yeah.
I can't. Like,
in video, you can't. It's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people that I shoot videos for, they're not actors, and I say that to them all the time.
Yeah,
like, you're not an actor. Whenever I start, so I'll go back to the photo thing. But like when I first started shooting the videos, people would ask me all the time, like, "What should I do? Like, what do you want me to do?" I go, "I want you to work out."
Yeah.
And they'd be like,
"Do what you normally do."
Exactly.
I'll try to make it look.
And they'd be
better.
like, well, "What do you mean?" I go, "This isn't like a fake fitness shoot. Like, I need you to struggle. Like You're not an actor, so you have no training.
It's
pretending.
going to look bad.
It's going to look really fucking off.
Do what you need to do.
If you're struggling and people are like, well, that's a 40-pound dumbbell. Why is he doing that? Mm-hmm. Like, it's weird.
Well, you used to have this Chris Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have this conversation with Chris all the time because I used to do videos for him way back in the day. And like, he was in a ton of magazines and like, you'll see him just looking insane, vascular, ripped, screaming. And then you look at his hand, it's a 25-pound dumbbell.
That's weird.
I'm like, dude, you're doing 50 reps of that. And you're doing it while having a conversation with me.
It's weird.
And it's like in photos, you can fake that.
Yeah.
In a video, you can't do that. Like you need to put weight on the bar that makes you do that if you want it to look intense. And first of all, I wasn't good. Second of all, even if I was good, it's really hard to make people look like they're doing what they're not doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I tell people that. So now they wanted the cover. And I was like, all right,
Jason Ellis.
You could give this a fucking shot. So I literally bought lights.
YouTube, how to use them.
They're over there.
Yeah.
Haven't really used
What's a softbox?
Haven't really used a lot of them.
Yep.
So I used them maybe like a handful of times. There's a lot of stuff that I've purchased that has been used once or twice that probably could have gotten away with renting.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
That's been a career mistake for me that I've told other creatives. There's been a lot of gear that I definitely could have rented instead of purchasing and putting yourself in a $2,500 hole versus a $200 hole.
When you started, did you like start with the bare minimum? Or
Dude, I started because I wanted to start a YouTube channel similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
I had a camera and a lens. That's all I had. A camera, I had an A6300 Sony, and I had a bullshit ass kit lens that it came with.
Yeah, mine was a T2i.
Yeah. And then I bought a 24 millimeter Zeiss, but because it was a cropped sensor and the Zeiss lens was a full frame, right? There was Micro Four Thirds camera, the lens was a full frame lens. It was like shooting 35.
Okay.
And I bought a gimbal. I bought a Ronin M, big. I have it over there still. Big 2-handed one. Bought a Ronin M.
Had to learn how to use the weights.
Dude, I just figured it out, man. Yeah. That's kind of what it was. I just figured it out. Like, I tell people this all the time. They go, "Oh, you do, you love it." It's like, no. You like, I do, I love this. But like, this wasn't. I wasn't sitting when I was younger going, "God, I want to be a videographer."
Yeah,
I want to make movies. I wasn't sitting there like that.
Yeah,
it was never like that for me. So it's kind of just like I fell into this. Really, what I wanted to do was this.
Yeah,
this is what the channel was going to be. So it's funny that the podcast is like a passion project on the side.
Yeah.
And the real money is me shooting videos.
But realistically, if you continue to do this, it's a marketing vehicle.
Yeah.
Right? Like and that's like, first of all, everyone has a podcast now, but I think that every podcast should start for fun.
Yep.
Not even think about monetizing. Bring on interesting people. They can promote their stuff a little bit. You can have conversations, and it becomes a marketing vehicle that maybe in the future you can monetize.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush. I'm good fun.
Right. Because this is enjoyable. Like having conversations, talking about things, learning from other people's experience, learning. I love podcasts because it's long form. Now it's boring, and that's why the sound bites are the things that get, the most engagement, obviously.
I was doing clips before anybody else was doing. Like Joe was doing clips, obviously. He's the king.
Yeah.
But like, I was cutting clips before anybody of these other podcasts were coming around. I was just cutting them. Panetti and I were throwing them up on social and just.
Well, because that's what, think about it. Like no one, if someone doesn't know you or doesn't know me, they're not listening to 2 hours of this. There's no way. But if they see a clip where we say something that like kind of resonates with them, it'll drive them to the long form. And then you hope that the people that resonates with, whether negatively or positively, has the wherewithal to listen to the full scope of conversation.
The negative, they normally don't. And because they're closed-minded and they want to just believe what they've heard to be the whole truth, the only truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. Like that's what they only want to believe that this small clip where you said fuck Alpha Brain. It's like, whoa, that's it.
Watch.
He's coming for on it.
Here we go.
It's like, what? It's like, no, man, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying that things can be formulated differently. And before it was before it was less transparent, now it's more transparent.
Right.
So it's like he had a couple of gripes with it, but you don't know that because you didn't listen to the full thing.
Yeah, you just think that I'm hating on it.
Yeah, you just think that he's hating on it because he's got his own brand, and it's not. That's not what it is.
That's not even a competitive product. And
but
they made more in the last 5 minutes than I did this year, so it's okay.
It's insane.
So, but I love this style of content, but people don't really have the time for it most of the time, right? And it's what it is. Like I used to listen to Joe podcast when I would drive out to Ronkonkoma to the Muscle Sport office because I had a 35-minute drive. So I listened to half on the way there. I listened to the rest at my desk. Probably listened to another one on the way home. They're time fillers. Like I don't know anyone who is sitting in front of like a YouTube screen watching a full podcast.
You'd be shocked.
I would be shocked because
I have people message me even still saying, when's the video drop? Because I don't want to listen to the audio. I want to see the video. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Yeah. Like they'll put it on the screen in the background of a shop or something like that.
I mean, I prefer when I watch.
I'm like, you sure you want me on the background of the screen of the shop when I'm screaming and shit and cursing every 3 seconds?
I mean, the same, but even for like the JRE, like I'll work and I'll have I like watching the video because I like seeing people's reactions. I like seeing, plus they pull things up, they show
Do I
things.
think people are sitting there like, all right, honey, get the popcorn. Like, we're going to watch Nick and Greg. It's like,
It's always going to be a background thing.
Yeah.
Which is fine. But that's kind of what it's meant for. Because, like, realistically, like, could you imagine this live?
I've done live.
No. I mean, like, audience live. Imagine podcasts live.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you paid to go sit in an auditorium just to watch two people have a conversation.
I hate it. I like so
and leave you out of it.
So I really like the lives. I really enjoyed.
It's cool.
No, it's like fun. Like very.
We should do one.
We could do one. So what happened was I bought the piece that I needed to do it. And then it was just a lot. It was a lot for me to switch between all the cameras.
Oh, right.
Interact with my guests. Because I don't have somebody that does the cameras for me. So it's like for me to sit here, work the cameras, work the conversation with my guest, read the chats coming in.
Yeah, it's too much.
It was a lot.
And it probably ends up like hurting the conversation.
It does, because even now, every now and then you'll see, I look the cameras up and down. I look at the audio levels. You know, I don't.
Well, you have to check.
I have to check. So I have to make sure everything's still running.
Because otherwise we can go 30 minutes and nothing was.
Bro, I was 20 minutes into, 10 minutes into Kerith and I, we were talking, we were fucking crying, talking about beignets and how New Orleans is a scam and how they stole that from the Italians.
Yeah.
Fucking, what are they? Zeppelis. So like, we're talking, I look over and I go,
fuck. None of that was captured.
Camera's off. God damn it, man. The audio's rolling. My camera's rolling. His camera, for some reason, I hit it and it might have hit twice and it just stopped.
And that makes a boring 20 minutes of just you.
So I have to cut for the video. I have to cut from where his camera cuts on. So like they missed that whole conversation, but the audio gets the whole thing. Yeah. So it's like stuff like that. It's very difficult. So anywho, I've always told people like I think my longest podcast ever was about 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours. And it was with Oliver, and it was me and John. We were debating him on veganism. Great conversation. We had so much fun. So much fun.
That's kind of cool.
People hear all the time, they're like 4 hours. And I go, I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not expecting you to sit here and listen to a 4-hour podcast.
But what are the best?
I don't do that.
Yeah, but what are the best conversations you ever have in your life? Late night, like a couple friends around like that same fucking glass table on everyone's back deck, having a conversation about random shit.
Yep.
That goes for 4 hours.
Yep.
Those are the best conversations.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why I just cut the cameras on. That's why I just cut the audio on.
Right.
Because it's natural.
Yeah.
It's not like,
all right, we're getting started.
3, 2, 1, hey, we're on. Greg from My Fresh Hubs. He's here. Like,
which is funny because our first podcast, that is exactly what we did.
Oh, damn. My bad.
Remember with John?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because he had his like little intro and the announcement and all that.
Well,
you know, he lived at Greybarn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
You ever see him or you just hear his voice shake the walls every time he spoke?
I mean, I heard him like speaking in his apartment. He was 4 buildings away. But no, actually, our dogs played every once in a while at the dog park.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Archer's great.
Yeah, he's
Archer's
awesome.
great. So anyway, I've always looked at this as I'd love to make money from this. I really would. I'd love to make money from this. I've had offers for sponsorships. I have. I haven't taken anybody up on it because
you don't want to disappoint with low viewership and nothing, you know.
Well, that too. I understand where most people don't understand, and you can vouch for me on this. I understand that when a company sponsors an individual, they expect an ROI.
Mm-hmm.
We're spending X showcasing our product to have our name on your podcast, and we're expecting X amount in return.
Right.
In sales. People don't understand that. They just think like, oh, well, I'll just get the sponsor and then that's it. I'll be making money. It's like, no. They'll drop you in a month, bro. Like, it's not how this fucking works.
No, because you're not going to be delivering value.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. You have to have the return for the company.
Which is smart. A lot of people, and it goes right back to what I said before, where there's such a value in saying no. Like, I will turn down jobs that I know that I'm not going to do a good job with. Mm-hmm. Because, number one, I truly want any client to get what they want. And if I know that I can't do it for you, I'll refer somebody else. Because number one, I think they'll respect me in the long term for that. Maybe come back to me for something that's a little more like well suited or whatever. But it's also like I don't do design to make money. I genuinely choose the projects that I like to do now because number one, I have the ability to. Number two, like if I turn the branding side of what I do into just a job, I'm going to hate it immediately.
Yep.
I know I am. Because like it takes the creative out of it. Because it's like, and there's two ways to go about doing this. You either turn down jobs or you become like someone like Chris Doe or Dane Walker, these guys who they literally will only do projects that they absolutely believe in and love because they fucking charge you $30,000 a project. And that's just what it is. And it's like, you can get to that level. You got to eat some shit along the way. And I think there's a lot of value in getting to that level because then you really do love doing it. Because it's like, all right, I make a ton of money, but I also love what I do because I get to tell the people that I don't want to work for to fuck off.
Yep.
So,
dude, I get asked all the time, yo, can you shoot XYZ for me? And I go, no, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I know people that could probably do that for you. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take those projects. The weddings especially. Nope.
Yeah.
Not a wedding video.
You have to be a certain.
Not a wedding guy. Do not ask me to shoot your wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're going to be traveling here. Nope. Don't care. Don't care. I won't pack a bag. Don't care.
Dude, I got a friend. He's burnt out doing it too. It's
weddings are. I think all burnout is justifiable and equal across whatever your niche is that you shoot.
The clientele, though.
Yeah, I'm good on that, man. Like I'm so good on that.
I was the clientele. Trust me, I'm easy because I understand creatives, but like I would assume that 90% of other wedding clients are not easy.
Yeah, no, man, I'm good on it. Like I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to have to be there for 10 fucking hours, 12 hours. It's hard enough when I do a long shoot day. So like when I'm overseas or I'm at these expos and I have hours and hours of the same interaction over and over again. How many fucking times am I going to film somebody shaking someone's hand?
Yep.
You know, dapping them up in an awkward situation because this person is a super fan and this person that is shaking their hand is never going to fucking remember them again in their life. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not to shit on anybody. It's like a realization thing. That's why even when I was a fan of bodybuilding, like when I would go up to bodybuilders or even, I'm not starstruck. I'd go up to somebody, I'd be like, hey man, like, who did I see?
Oh, you're just like me with this.
I think it was Kevin James when I was working at the audio video company. Yeah, it was Kevin James. I was working at the audio video company. He's never gonna fucking remember me. He don't give a fuck. I was working at the audio video company. We were there for like a repair. I was a salesman. I was helping out the techs the day. And we were going to his house. And he opens the door, and it was Jason Sudeikis too. Olivia Wilde opened the door. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Why?" Okay, I'll tell that story in a second. But anyway,
that's nuts.
Yeah, that was wild. That I had literally no idea. So, Kevin James, I used to watch King of Queens when I was a little kid all the time. He opens the door. He's like, "Hey guys," he's like, "What's going on? This is so and so. You know, I'm Nick. You know, we're here to repair that." He goes, "Oh, perfect." We walk in, and he shows us the area. And I said, "Yo, man," I said, "Big fan, love your work." I said, "I used to watch King of Queens all the time. Great time." He's like, "Yo, thank you so much." That was it. That was the interaction. People are weird. They expect this like weird type of relationship with these people because like they're watching it from like an uber fandom type world. So when they're in front of them, they don't see them as a human being anymore, as a person. They see them as this character that's been portrayed on a show or narrative that's been written about, let's say in a bodybuilding show. Yeah. Like Kai's the villain. Like, ooh. Like, all this stuff. It's like they see all these things and they think that that's not the person, man.
That's what's crazy about it. And that really does transcend into the bodybuilding world. I wish Libra was here. I really, because he was on my team for a long time, and like he's the best of the fucking best. He really is. I mean, I don't know why he didn't already win the Olympia a couple times, but like when me and him would negotiate or talk, like we would fucking battle, and I think we respected each other because like I didn't treat him like a celebrity, and he didn't treat me like a fan. And it was just what it was. And like, I think that's why, for me personally, like why I've done so well with networking in this industry is because I think that these people who have these like super fans, they're like dying for normal interaction with other human beings. And like, first of all, there's a few people in life that I would get starstruck by. Like I'd probably fanboy out to meet Joe Rogan. That's a different story. Like, I mean, I would have a normal conversation with him, but like, that's a level of celebrity. Yeah. I don't consider anyone in the bodybuilding industry a celebrity. I just don't. It's not like, that's not what I think a celebrity is. I'm not going to like.
Well, just because you're famous on a one small micron of an industry versus the entire world, a lot of people understand and notice you and recognize you. There's a difference between a Joe Rogan and like a Phil Heath. You know, there's a big difference.
Like if you're like the top of the top in our industry, unless you've like transcended like Arnold, you know what I mean? Like Arnold's a celebrity, but not from bodybuilding. He's a celebrity from movies
and governor.
Yeah, like that's why he's a real celebrity. It's like I just see it. I see 2-hour lines for people that want to shake Steve Cook's hand at shows. And like in my head, I'm like, that's cool. Like he's monetized delivering value to people. So I don't hate on it. But never in my life would I ever, I just can't think of, dude, I don't care if Elon Musk is at the other side of that line. I'm not waiting 2 hours to meet anybody.
No, I don't give a fuck.
That doesn't want to meet me.
I don't give a fuck. They're never gonna remember you, dude.
Yeah, I can't.
So like when I got asked to shoot for Bronson for the magazine,
Yeah.
and we became cool. Dude, I've been a Bronson fan since like, I can't even say since his first album because I didn't really know him yet. But I was put on to him in like 2013, 2012.
Right.
Bro, when they said, "Do you want to shoot Action Bronson?" Yeah. I do. And then what was the interaction like? I walked in. What's going on, man? Nick, I'm here to shoot you for, XYZ, this and that.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude. Shot him. Then he asked me, he's like, yo, he's like, you want to come take some photos at my studio? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Cool. I do. Went to a studio a couple weeks later.
They're people.
Shot him at his studio.
Like,
and just to get some extra pictures. I wasn't even getting paid by the magazine that asked me to shoot him. I wasn't getting paid.
Right.
To go to the studio. It was a one-day thing. So
that's cool. You want to do it.
That was on me.
Yeah.
I was excited as a fan, but different. I'm not like weird around him. I'm just like, yo, it's dope. Like Bronson's cool. Like he's a cool dude. So shoot. I take my other camera out, make a little video. I put it on my Instagram the next day, just like to, I didn't even tell him I was making a video. I just kind of made a video. DMs me. Here's my number. Text me. Text him. He's like, yo, send me that. Shouts me out. I'm like, it's fucking dope. Like that's exciting,
dude. You have to understand, and I don't know what it's like because I'm not a fucking celebrity, nor do I ever want to be. But you have to understand that 90% of these people's interactions all day long are people fanboying, asking them for things. It's crazy to me that like people will like disturb a celebrity's peace to get a picture when they don't even really want to like hang out with the celebrity. They just want to post and show their friends that they were with them.
Yep.
It's a weird dynamic, right? Like,
so it's tough when I was with, and I don't want to cut you off.
It
was tough when I was with Juji. So when I can
see that.
I first met Juji. I was actually talking to him yesterday because I'm going to North Carolina to visit my buddy in August.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, a couple hours away if you want to come through. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I really do. Like he's got that sick gym. I'm like, yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
That's cool.
But anyway, he when I first met him, like I've been a fan for years. John Meadows. Like I used to watch him, Meadows and Antoine Vaillant together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, big fan.
Yeah.
Met him. Same thing. Just a person, man. He's a fucking human being. That
what do you expect? I mean, what do people expect?
But his lines are some of the craziest I've ever seen.
What do you mean?
Expos and whatnot.
Yeah. It's nuts.
So we're at a rain event and he's like, yo, Nick, you going to train tonight? And I said, yeah, I wanted to, get some activity in. She's like, yo, let me know because I'll come with you. We'll go to the gym together. I said, cool. We go to the gym together. Bro, people are like waiting for him while he's doing leg curls and this and that. And like, he's like looking over his shoulder. I just want to be like, it's not my place, but I just want to be like, yo, dude, can you give the man like some time to just do his thing?
Which is fucking crazy.
It's crazy to me that you have to like sit there.
What's like Noel?
Hawking over.
Noel Diesel?
No.
He's on Rise. He's probably like arguably one of the biggest bodybuilding YouTubers that there is right now. It's like him and Bumstead. Dude. So I spent a lot of time with Noel because he was on the Rise team. He's a part owner.
Is he the guy that talks like this?
Yes. He's from South Africa.
I do know him. I do know him. Yes.
So
mad pleasant voice.
I'm going to say two things about him. Number one, he talks like that.
Yeah. Mad pleasant voice.
Number two, he is the most genuine, fucking nicest human being on planet Earth. On planet Earth. He's not like the guy who has a personality on his videos and stuff. He's that dude. He's the nicest guy on earth. You cannot fucking walk through an expo with him. I mean, it's literally like if there's a 6-minute walk, it's taking you 50.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I deal with that with Kai.
Well, Kai's at that level at his peak too. Yeah. Like it's nuts.
Even now, dude, at the Olympia, at Dubai Expo, at the Arnold, we have to get security. Like 4 or 5 security guards to get him through. Germany was insane. SIBO was crazy.
Overseas is different. Like we have a level of like fanboying here. Overseas, but like UAE is nuts.
Can I tell you the dude I almost fought in Dubai?
No, that's what I mean. It's that like,
Dude.
the UAE is crazy with it.
I was like, yo, dude, it's like actually about to happen. I don't know if I said this on the podcast. Whatever. I'm gonna say it anyway. Fucking, I'm shooting for Kai, and we're at the Redcon booth and we're shooting. And this dude, big, he had to be like, he honestly sounded like deep African accent. I couldn't pinpoint it. Like East Africa. I don't know what's over there. Definitely not South African, but
yeah,
whatever. So he keeps cutting, like trying to get in. So the way that the booth was set up was, it was literally just
they used to do like the 10x60s.
It was just a rectangle. It was just like a little rectangle,
These
squarish.
long booths, yeah.
This was kind of shorter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like mostly like a
Dubai Muscle
square.
Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kai's in the back, but it's open on all sides. There's only one wall.
Mm-hmm.
So like people are just coming in from all angles. And then I'm playing security too, because we didn't have security the first day.
Right.
So it wasn't organized the right way. So I'm telling people, yo, you have to get online. Like we have to do this. Like, so the Redcon guys were there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm filming Kai, and I hear them go, yo, dude, you have to wait online. He goes, like puts his hand in their face and like walks over. And now he's standing next to me. So I can't, I'm distracted now. I'm not watching.
Yeah, because
this dude's over
saw
my
the interaction
shoulder.
And now you're like, I know. I get
dude's
that.
over my shoulder. So I'm like, I'm trying to remain professional. Like, I'm okay with being the villain.
Oh yeah.
Kai can be the good guy. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You gotta. I'll be the villain every
I'll tell you a really funny story.
Every fucking day I'll be the villain for that shit. Because if you don't listen and you don't take direction, like, we're not even talking like just for what the scenario is. We're talking human behavior 101.
Mm-hmm.
There's no power trip. There's no nothing. If I ask you to do something because I'm monitoring an area,
mutual respect.
We're grown ass humans. Just fucking do it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no, I'm not telling you this because I want to feel important.
Yeah, there's no level of like,
just
where
like,
you're
dude.
going to tell me you're more important than me. Like, this is my job. I'm working here to do something. Just listen
That's
to me.
all it is,
That's
dude.
it.
I
Not being
just got. I'm
disrespectful.
monitoring this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot. Trying to get him to break on time so he can eat his food. Like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
More so than you think just because you saw Kai Green, you want to shake his hand.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm standing there and that dude's over my shoulder. So I literally just take a deep breath. I just go like this. I go, and I'm tired, man. It's like day 3. And I just go like,
oh, I know the show burnout's the fucking
so
worst.
I turned to him. I said, yo, my man. I said, I heard the guys over there tell you. And now, buddy's big.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like big, muscle big. He's tall,
big
he's
human
built.
being. Yeah, yeah.
So, and now everybody's tall. I'm 5'8", so like everybody's taller than me. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, yo, buddy. I said, I heard them tell you over there. I said, you got to go wait online. He goes, yeah, I will.
Yep.
And now we're standing there looking
How
at
about right now?
and he like looks, he looks like past me. And I go, yeah, but you got to go wait on the line. I said that, people are waiting to shake Kai's hand. I said, we're not doing this where other people come from other areas. It has to be one line. So
you got to be
through.
respectful of the other people who have waited.
Exactly.
That's
Who have been waiting for
Like,
an hour.
It's not even
It's
like we're
not
trying to make you
cool.
wait. It's just like they have been waiting.
It's not cool to do that.
No.
So he just goes, yeah, I will. I said, do you see how you keep saying things to make me feel better, but you're not doing them? I said, that's a problem.
Like, I'm not going to move.
So he goes like, yo, so he like looks at me and I see he's getting irritated now. So he looks at me and I put the camera down on the table next to me and I look at him and I'm like this. And I go, yo, go to the end of the line, dude. This isn't a debate. And he grabs my hands and he goes, why you so angry? And I snap my hand down. I go, you see,
now I'm angry.
I say, you see, we're not going to do that. I said, so I didn't fly all the way from New York to Dubai to have you put your fucking hands on me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, so let's be clear about this next part. I go wait in the fucking line or there's going to be a real big problem.
Or you're not going to meet him ever.
Squares up with me. Like, he looks at me like this. Like, it's like, I go, yo, what are you going to fucking do, bro?
There's 19 dudes
I was like, what are you
there.
going to do, dude? Kai's here. I'm like, what are you going to do? You're not going to do shit. And yo, literally.
There's so many fights at these shows. It's wild.
Looks at me, walks away. He got on the fucking line. What's the point
Why did we
of
have to
that
go
whole
through-
interaction? And guess what? I took a video of him and I put him in the video.
Yeah.
Because there's no saltiness, dude.
Yeah.
Just wait in the line.
It's just like all of that stress and stubbornness could have just been avoided.
Bro, security
What
guard.
did you think? Did you think that this was going to be a negotiation?
Bro, by the way, security guard looked exactly like Big Ramy.
That's hilarious.
I said, you're not by chance his cousin, right? He's like, no, I love Ramy though. Ramy,
That's awesome,
bro,
dude.
please tell me that's not Big Ramy.
Holy shit. Dude, that's wild.
Yo, Egyptian
That literally
cats.
looks just like
Yo,
him.
Egyptian cats, bro. He was awesome.
Crazy.
He was awesome. Yo, once we got him.
Do you think people like, because he's in a suit and stuff, people probably go to shake his hand?
Once we got him to be the security guard, dude, different than the US. This dude was grabbing people by the neck.
Oh, yeah.
And literally smashing them
security, they're bouncers.
Against walls.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
bouncers.
yo, can I take you everywhere?
Yeah.
You're awesome.
How much are you per hour?
Oh my God. Do I have to pay you in what is it, Durham? Or do I have to pay you in US dollars?
Dude, I only had one like bad experience. Not bad experience. I only had one experience where I had to actually like get into, and this was, I'm going to tell you who it was. I'm going to.
Uh-oh, he's outing.
No, I'm not. There was, so we might have even actually like had a conversation about this slightly. You remember Shreds?
Yeah.
Okay. This was right as, do you remember how the downfall of Shreds?
I do, but I wasn't really like, I've never been one to focus on these companies.
Yeah.
So I don't really, it goes back to like the fangirling. I'm not saying that.
I just followed it because I'm a fan of the space and I was deep in the industry at the point. So I'm going to preface this with like, this is my side of the story and the facts that I know so that no one sues me back for whatever reason. So essentially a bunch of like, I guess meme accounts at the time, not meme accounts, but like, you know, like burner accounts or whatever, started to like out the guys at Shreds. And they started to out a couple things, like photoshopping was a big one. They were like proving that things were photoshopped, like warped edges, blah, blah, blah. They were posting them and it started to go viral. Then it started to get worse where it was like all the challenges that they were doing, they were finding out that they were like not paying the people who won the challenges, or they were like choosing friends to win the challenges, things like that. Don't remember the specific details. And it caused this big, big downfall of the company. It really was the end of the company.
They were,
they were giant. They were the first influencer marketing company in our space by far. They were the ones who did it. I mean, it was nuts. I know people who used to work there. I know like a lot about the company. So for whatever reason, one of the girls who had started this page to like out them, she was just a fan of Muscle Sport at the time. She was not affiliated with us. She was not sponsored by us. We never paid her for anything. She happened to come to our booth at a show while Joey Swole was walking by. So Joey decided to confront her inside our booth. And I was like, I ran the booths. It was just what I did. Like I ran the whole thing. I ran the athletes or whatever. And I had to like get in Joey's face. And I was like, dude, I understand that you're a celebrity or whatever. Like you're going to get the fuck out of my booth. This is crazy. Like we're working here. I know you have a problem with her or whatever. I'm going to let you know she's not affiliated with our company at all, which by the way, I got a cease and desist from Arvin, the owner of Shreds at the time, because of her, thinking that we were paying her as an athlete or whatever. No affiliation at all. I responded to this. First of all, you don't send a cease and desist via email. Like these guys have great lawyers.
Second off, do your research, and you wasted all your money on
that was
us
my
not
response.
even employing anybody.
I literally responded back, and I copied my CEO at the time, and I responded back, and I was like, you should probably get a new legal team because you wasted all this money. We have no affiliation with her. Like, I know, you want to sue her for defamation? Cool, do your thing.
Yeah, sue her.
Don't fucking send me a cease and desist. Like, whatever you just paid your lawyers, you burned it. Never got a response back, obviously, and the company ended up just, completely going under.
Belly up, yeah.
Then they were all involved in some like crypto screen. It was fucking
crypto recently?
It was the same crypto that Kim Kardashian promoted that she's getting sued for. Ethereum Max?
No.
Yeah. It's whatever. It was, but
I stayed far away from
started with those guys. I'm not even going to speak on that because I don't know the details and I don't want to overstep. But either way, it's just like one of those things where, he came into and I don't have a problem with Joey, but he came into the booth thinking that he was like allowed to.
He's a very different person than he used to be.
Now he is.
Yes.
And he's one of the founders of Rise. He went through a lot of shit, dude. I will never hate him at all.
I know nothing about Joey. The only thing I know about him is I met him when I was with Kai out in California, and all of us sat down and I spoke to him for maybe 0.3 seconds just saying, hey, my name is Nick.
He's a different human being now.
Very different than what I remember seeing.
He's very anti-bullying and shit, and which is cool. Like he took a turn for the fucking absolutely. This wasn't that time.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Shreds.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Probably,
but yeah, no hate against him. It's just like I would have treated anyone who walked into I don't care if it's fucking Donald Trump that walked into the booth. Like you're not allowed to be here. And you're causing a scene where I'm trying to market my company
as something positive,
right? Like you're causing a scene that has nothing to do with us.
And people think that it's us.
And you're right. And you're using us as a venue to do it. And that's not going to happen. And it was, I had a very, like, it was a mature conversation, like, because he's 5'3". So I'm just kidding. Joey, if you see this, I'm fucking sorry. I'm totally joking around.
Oh, shit.
But it was just
you
like,
have his right? This isn't, don't out me on TikTok. I didn't do shit.
No.
Then people could be like, see, I told you that kid's fucking angry.
Yeah. I'm actually probably going to get shit for that too. Because he is, I don't know anything about him and I have nothing bad to say about him. But it was just, he was the person in the moment that bothered me, because just like you, when you're, at the show or whatever, I'm massively stressed out.
Yeah.
Right. We have a 40 by 40 booth. It's just me managing like 14 athletes. Plus we have a sales team. Me and the VP of sales used to literally build the booths ourselves. Like, high anxiety. We need nothing to make it worse in that moment. And that was one of those things that made it worse. And also it was like a disrespectful way to do it. And I just didn't appreciate it. We're from New York, bro. Like, yeah, I could have probably handled it more professionally and not like, been like a dick about it, but it's hard. I have a trouble controlling my temper.
We're actually a different breed. It's weird. I don't know if it's the air once we get out of the room. It's a respect thing. It's a very weird thing. We're very respect driven.
Yeah.
And
if I feel that I'm disrespected in any way, like, I lose my respect.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to match the energy.
I'm going to actually go above the energy usually, but you have to, I feel. And it's like, it might be a good thing or a bad thing. It's just how I'm built.
I've had interactions. I've had plenty of interactions like that where I've had to tell people, it's like they'll snap at me for something or this and that. I actually had a little interaction like that at jiu-jitsu, and he's actually going to come on the podcast at some point and talk about not that interaction, but he's going to talk about what happened. And once he can, but like in the moment when we had that little moment snapping at each other, he snapped at me, and then I literally snapped back.
Yeah.
I went, I don't know. I don't know who you're speaking to like that. I don't know if the belt you have on, you think that you could talk to others that way, but I don't care what color that belt is.
So here, and this is my thing. Like, I'm extremely nice until I'm not, and like, I expect. And
let me just preface that it was a total misunderstanding.
Oh, that's good.
It was a total misunderstanding. He thought
you guys are also
different.
human enough to talk about it afterwards,
and we both apologized to each other a day later.
Right.
So like, everything's been buried under that. And now we're like excited to see each other. We want to roll together.
Yeah.
Like, he's dope.
Yeah.
But like in that moment, it was like he got fired up real quick. And then I guess most people don't expect the fire up to come right back at them.
Yeah.
Most people go, I was like, this is where we're going here now. Okay.
Dude, I'm a level playing field type of dude. Yeah. I'm going to treat you with the most respect. But the second that I feel like that respect's not matched, like I'm going the opposite direction.
Yep.
And it's not like because I want to have a power struggle with you. It's because I have done a lot in my life to, I guess, bring myself to a level of where I believe I deserve to be respected at a certain level, right? And when you don't give me that respect, like, I'm defensive of it. And I think you should. I think everyone should be. Everyone should be, because like, if I was being a dick and someone checked me, and it's happened. And I'll even be in fights with my wife or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, I said some disrespectful shit. Like, that was stupid. It was in the heat of the moment. Not an excuse, but it is what it is. But that level of self-awareness is powerful. And I think, like, especially with strangers, like, I worked retail for a long time.
Me too.
And you deal with some disrespectful people, and like, it's like food, like in the food industry is probably even worse. And I worked at a pizzeria Italian restaurant for a long time too. And like, you have to have a level of patience though. Like, you can't expect everyone to treat you with respect, because they just don't.
No, they're not going to.
They're
they
never
treat themselves with respect.
Right. They're never going to. And it's like,
someone who doesn't respect themselves is never going to give that out to anybody else.
Right. Like, I will not go eat dinner with someone who's a dick to the way. Like, there's this clip going around on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like this dude. He's like I guess like a men's, I don't know, a men's like guy. He like teaches men how to be men.
Okay.
And he's like, next time you go to a restaurant, he's like, I want you to dress up better than the people near you. And, when you walk in, you talk to the hostess, be firm, and don't act like you're excited to be there. And
I have seen that. I saw that a while ago.
Dude,
it's like weird.
I like, when my waiter comes over to the table, I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" I'm friendly as hell, because
the amount of thank yous I give is crazy.
I over thank you, because it's like, you're doing so. I say it's funny. I was at Kotobuki 2 nights ago, and I like literally caught myself saying thank you for like every little thing.
Yes.
So
that's how I am.
Well, because it's
even
like
the dude pumping my gas at Huntington Village. What's going on, brother? How's your day going? Everything's great?
Yeah.
Good. Love that, dude.
You lose yourself if you get to a level where you think that you're better than anyone else.
I don't think I'm better than anybody.
No, I'm fucking worse than most people. Dude, but it's like, I fucking hate that. Like, but I'm also, I play the other end of the spectrum too, where like, I feel like in certain situations, I'm deserving of a certain level of respect and I'm going to get it. And that's just what it is. But because I give it back to everyone, I don't know. I hate that. That's one thing. Like, you can talk shit about me. I probably won't even confront you about it. You can write bad comments, stuff like that. I don't care. But if we're face to face and you're not treating me like an equal human being, I'm going to treat you like a piece of shit.
Well, most of those people are it's like Jamal said multiple times on the podcast. The dude who bullies somebody or treats somebody like
they're
shit.
insecure as fuck.
Not only are they insecure, but they don't ever want to go against the person that's going to bring the heat right back to them.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking for the people that are victims.
Yeah.
They're looking to...
Well, because they're weak people.
Yes, and once they get out from behind the keyboard, especially, and they meet you in person at an expo or something like that, they sit there and they go, oh, shit, like this person's right in my face now.
Right.
So I can't hide.
I mean, not that I like quoting Mike Tyson, but everyone has a plan until they punch in the face kind of thing. I think it's more metaphorical where it's like when you're arguing with someone online, you have this preconceived conversation in your head, right? Like you think that you know what the other person's going to say and you have a snapback and this or whatever. When you're standing in front of me and you're going to be disrespectful and like you snap back at somebody or I come back with the same energy, most people aren't expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
And they get caught up there. And then they're like, oh, relax, bro, kind of thing. No, you didn't relax when you came to me. Like you didn't relax when you came to me, and now you're upset that I'm giving it back, and it's because you thought that there was an end result here. That's never going to be the result. So you know what's easy? Just treat people like human beings.
Yep.
Like treat someone like a human being, and if they're a dick back to you, you know where you stand, you know where that person stands in life, and that's it.
And I don't have nothing to do with them. I'm good on this, bro.
Dude, exactly.
What were we talking about before the show? We were talking about how I'm in a totally different place in my life
than our first podcast. Me too.
than our first podcast. Yeah. Just like mentally, emotionally, physically.
Same.
You know, and I don't have time for people that I don't
protect your energy.
So I'll give you an example. There's a roommate of mine from college, and if he listens to this, he's gonna know exactly who he is. Don't care. I truly don't care because I blocked him on everything recently.
Okay.
Because I've literally yesterday because I have no need to communicate with this person.
Right.
Is he a good person? Yeah. But there's far too much, I don't know if it's jealousy. Negativity. There's just, you'll do something and there's always a comment.
Right.
There's always a dig.
I fucking hate that.
There's always a dig at you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it could be. There's always a fucking dig.
Yep.
So I posted, that dude Carnivore or Aurelius?
Yeah.
I reposted him saying, if you're in a relationship with a girl, you should be helping her. Get her off birth control. It's horrible for them.
It's so funny because you reposted him today saying, "Sun your balls."
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, sun those balls.
It's so different than what you're talking about. I love it.
So it's like he had like a list of that, and this person commented, "Is he serious? Is he serious?" I'm like, are all these points real? I go, I don't know. Maybe some of it's satirical. Like,
he's a business, bro.
Take it at face value. Like nothing has to be like exactly what you see. It's like so there's plus or minuses. Maybe he's joking. Maybe he's not. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
So because some of the shit I find hysterical. Buy a cow. I can't keep it anywhere, but sure, it's up on the list. So
that's awesome.
I said so then he sends me this whole thing back. Like you're really giving off incel vibes and all this stuff and blah blah going on and on, bro. I literally just thumbs upped him and he goes, "Okay, great, cool." And I said, I thumbs up you because I have nothing to say.
Dude,
everything's a fucking debate. And it's that's
high school
It's
shit.
9:30 at night, dog. Like I want to go to bed. Like I don't care what you have to say about this. Started typing. I literally just deleted the thread as the next message came in. And the next day I was talking to Tyler and Tyler was
Protect your energy.
Tyler was just like, yo, bro, Nick, you would tell me if this was me. You would tell me to block him. And I said, yo, you're so right. I just blocked him. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Well, dude, I mean,
you got nothing good to say. I don't care.
You know what the best thing to do when you see someone that you disagree with? Keep scrolling. Like, just keep going past. Who the fuck cares?
Dre and I have said that multiple times. We scroll past things that we disagree with on a regular basis.
I can be full-blown friends with someone that I disagree with.
Fuck our 2 cents. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need to put it in.
I'm sure me and you disagree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Don't care.
I'm not friends with you because of your political beliefs or because of your religious beliefs or because you're standing with that fucking doesn't matter.
No, as long as you're a good person and I enjoy being around you.
I'm friends with people who match respect, who, go out of the way to do things when you need to, things like that. Like I can be friends with people because of history, tradition, whatever. It's people, again, tribalism.
Yeah.
Like people will burn down their entire community because
I'll give you the background on him after when we're off of this because he doesn't even deserve the airtime for like how he acts with shit like that. I'll give you the background of who and what he actually does. So you'll be like, oh, okay, it makes sense now.
Yeah. I mean, look, I left, I cut a few people off recently and it's not even like a big deal. It's just because of like, yeah, I mean, like, look, the last 2 years for me has been rough. I cut a lot of people off. You probably one of them. Over the last like 2 years, I did it. I was like a fucking hermit, but like I noticed that certain people around me, like there's this like the little kitschy thing about like, oh, notice who claps when you win type of thing. But it's like, your best friends for a long time, constantly having, some dig or some negative thing to say, like when you're trying to be excited about good things, it gets old after a while. It's like, well, dude, like we're, mid-30s here. Like, shouldn't you be fucking clapping a little more?
Mm-hmm. But you'll clap and like every fucking celebrity post.
Yeah, it's
like,
weird. And I'm not like begging for support, but maybe just not the negative shit.
Yeah. But that's why they choose to just focus on the things that are bringing you down. It's like, nah, I don't want to do that shit, dude.
Yeah. I'm just starting to. I'm not there yet, but like just that whole like protecting. Like I literally like Lex will send me articles. I'm like, I don't want to read this.
I'll teach you.
Yeah.
I'll teach you, my young Padawan. I'll teach you.
I'm getting there.
Oh man, I'm so good with it, dude.
I need to because it really does like affect everything else. Like it's hard to, like run a company, build a brand or whatever when like you're constantly like you want other people to like what you're doing. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm starting to not give a fuck. I'm just gonna do what I want to do and I'm gonna do what's best for my customers and my community and whatever.
Bro, the
rest should happen.
I post photos, I post videos, 30 likes, 20 likes. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm doing it just to stay relevant. I don't care.
Yeah.
You think I'm sitting here, but I will notice.
When you post drama.
When I post something like crazy but I will notice that when, they post something and, oh, hey, share this. No.
Yeah.
I won't do it, dude.
Yeah.
I won't do it. You fucking ask me to do that.
Yeah.
You don't show any love to me. Why the fuck would I do that to you? Yeah. Nah, bro, we don't play that game over here.
Yeah, and I'm with you.
I'm not on the one-way supporting team. If you're on my team, we support each other wholeheartedly. We parade and champion one another because there's not enough of us doing that in the world.
Well, you see what I posted on Instagram last night?
Maybe.
One of my accounts in Indiana, it's called Supplements, but it's spelled with a V.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I was on Threads
all night.
But not all night, but just like
he's big on Threads too.
That was my thing last night.
You last like 48 hours.
Because it just started because I was like, all right, let's see what it's about. And
that's how
I want to hear. I want to hear what you have to say right now, and I'm going to end the Threads conversation on this. What I find fucking crazy.
Oh boy,
sorry.
I want to hear it.
What I find crazy is that Meta is a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah,
they didn't make this app 2 days ago. They knew about this. They knew what they were doing. Okay. Why is it that there isn't a way for me to not see you? Okay, so you're asking me to follow these celebrities.
Oh.
But you're showing me their posts anyway.
Dudes, I had a wish list of Threads. Here's my features. And they need to fix this. There's a couple things. Number one, you need to be able to seamlessly switch between accounts. It's fucking annoying that I have to log out to log into my fresh account. It's annoying.
Oh,
when
really?
You could just,
I haven't tried to do that yet.
Yeah, because when I could just double tap on Instagram and switch my accounts, perfect. Fucking nice and seamless. That's one. Two, I want to be able to edit posts because it's a stream of consciousness where you're just saying shit. So I spell things wrong.
Yeah.
I fucking hate spelling things wrong.
Yep, me too.
So just give me an edit thing. That's fine.
My phone keeps crashing every time I try to add a photo.
Ooh.
My app keeps crashing. But I'm also on beta software. I'm on the iOS 18.
Oh, you know what? Someone just told me not to download 18 because it's fucking up Threads.
Really?
Threads isn't working for 18. That's actually better.
It works. It just doesn't work for...
No, but there's issues with it.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. There's some bug issues they have to fix. And I only want to see the feed of who I follow.
Yes. Why do I don't want... You're asking me to follow those people, but then you're showing me everybody anyway.
I understand it because what they're doing is that's how they're gaming the algorithm. They're everything is becoming extremely engaging because they're forcing you to see people that you might not have wanted to see which sucks for the users, good for the platform. But that is annoying. Those are my 3 like wish lists. I want to be able to edit something. I want to be able to seamlessly switch through my accounts. And I don't want to see who I don't want to see. What? What?
Just somebody on the fucking internet, man.
What do you mean?
God. It's just, I'm not gonna fucking deal with it.
What's happening?
No, it's just a comment. Somebody commenting something on Threads, something I said. Now I'm not gonna get into a war with somebody. Fucking random.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Anyway, can we get into muscle sport and going to Rise?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to you on the podcast since you left muscle sport. That was part of this journey that we were supposed to talk about, and then we're like 2 hours in.
Yeah.
We're awesome.
How can I wrap up my entire fucking career? So it's so funny. I still
you don't even need to. If you don't even need to wrap it up. You just tell me.
Yeah.
I'm curious, man.
I still talk to the owner of Muscle Sport on almost a daily basis. Help each other out with things. He just introduced me to somebody that I'm going to use for something.
Jason?
Yeah, Jason.
Told Jason to come on.
Oh, what'd he say?
I'm pretty sure he said, yeah.
He'll come on.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. It's cool. He has a cool story, dude. He really does.
I don't know anything about Jason.
He's a workaholic. You'll
Besides,
find out.
He's the Supp chef.
Yeah. He's why the shit tastes so good. He's been through it, bro. That'll be a good conversation. I'll tune into that one for sure. So I was there for fucking ever, dude. It's the muscle sport started my career, right? So I was there. I met him through Matt Acton. I was friends with Matt through Shredded and just were locals and stuff like that. And he was doing marketing for them, and he was an athlete, and he asked me to come in and do like some design work. So I was going to do like some t-shirt designs. And while I was there, I just networked and like kicked it off with the owner and with the VP of sales, Rob. Ended up getting offered a position to stay on full time doing design, creative marketing, which that's what I did. 7 years. I got into sales at some point, or 8 years. Got into sales at some point in the process, and that's how I built all my relationships with like brick and mortar accounts. When I felt that there was no more room up there for me, I wanted to just take another. I was like, I've been here for a long ass time, which is cool. I didn't really think that I was going to be able to like do much more after that. So I took a president job or president position at a small company. Company was literally doing like $8,000 a month at the time. Little company, Nutra Innovations. It's owned by a manufacturer out in Georgia. I was there for like 6 months, and this is, maybe he'll hear this. He probably will hear this because he has OCD and he listens and watches everything. It was going well. We literally like 10x the company was starting to go, really well. I was just running everything on the brand side. He was running everything on the manufacturing side. And he got like kind of out of pocket with me in like one specific conversation. And that's when I started to protect my energy because I dealt with a lot of bullshit prior to that. And I was like, dude, and I just knew, I'm like, nah, you know what? Like if it's been 6 months and this is kind of like the respect, and no offense to him either, because I'm sure he didn't mean it or whatever, but it just came up. I was like, immediately like quit that day. It's just one of those things. I was like, I don't need it. I was friends with Nick, the owner of Rise. I met Nick through a mutual friend of mine, and we weren't like super friends, but we would talk a lot actually. He would talk to me about stuff in the industry, and then we started, like trading options and stuff together, and we would talk like a good amount. And it was one of those things where like Rise was doing well. It was really starting to do well. Like it was only probably a $3 million brand right before I joined. And he's like, dude, we're starting to kick it off. Like I need help. And Rise is one of those things, dude, where I can't give those guys credit enough. Like me and Nick might have had our disagreements and shit, but bro, it was just me, Nick, like one warehouse director, and like literally that's it. And then like they hired Jake, Jake's a genius. Jake is the dude who films all the TikToks, writes all the content. He's doing most of that. And he still is. Kid's a fucking hustler. Literally, I think the reason that Jake got hired there is because he like drove down, like he messaged Nick and he was like, let me do some work for you. And he literally drove down from like Arkansas or wherever he lived to Dallas and never left. Like just put in the fucking work, the kid. And now he's a big part of that brand's success. And, I give it to all those guys. So, but it was just us at that time. And things were like blowing up. Like we were, they had started the conversation with Sunny D right before I got there to do the first license flavor. I was part of the process to like get that done and then all the licenses thereafter. And the way that I like, because a lot of people ask me like, why did they blow up so quick? I mean, this is a brand that went from like 3 million to 100 million in 18 months. It's fucking nuts. And not only is it nuts, like no one knows how to deal with that. Literally. And Nick will tell you himself, bro. Like he's if you follow Nick on social media, his content is very curated now, and but like none of us knew what the fuck we were doing. Nick was a very good decision maker. Nick had a knack for finding things before they blew up, whether it be influencers or what. He just had a good
Pulse on the industry.
Yeah, well, not even a pulse on the industry, which is weird because he's really not an industry guy. Like I'm an industry guy. He's not an industry guy. He knew what good content was, tripled down on it. He knew how to grow a community, and that's just what it is. And he fucking worked his balls off at all hours of the day. Like literally, dude, the first time that I went to visit, we worked at the office like all day or whatever, and then we like went to dinner. And don't get me wrong, like he's probably one of the best like fathers you'll ever meet in your life. He's got 3 kids, loves them to fucking death, beautiful wife, makes time every fucking night, even if he's busy, to at least like go home and like go on a walk around their neighborhood at least before he goes back to work. And that's what we did. Like the kid works, bro, just works. So I came over there with just I guess like the intention of like being anything. Like I was the VP was my whatever. So I was dealing with all the sales, all the wholesale sales. I was helping out with Vitamin Shop. We had just launched Vitamin Shop. I was doing some work on the marketing side, not like nothing in depth, but I was like, overseeing stuff. I was the one who would basically liaise on all the design work to our designer for the most part. Nick was involved in everything. So it's not like I was doing it myself. We would do the pitch meetings. I remember when I proposed to Lex, I proposed in Nashville, and I had a pitch meeting with Godzilla. And I did the pitch meeting an hour before I proposed because I was on vacation. I knew it was but I'm like, we had to fucking do it. So I did it in the Airbnb. I had to tell everyone to be quiet. Everyone's drinking, obviously. And I was drinking the day of too, and whatever. Closed the deal. It was awesome. It was a fucking experience. And then I had ownership in the company. It offered me some equity on top of everything. And it was one of those things where like it blew up so fast. And because I was here and the company was in Dallas, number one, we could not keep product in stock. And because of all my relationships in like the brick and mortar space, I found myself like disappointing a lot of those relationships. And it wasn't Nick's fault. It wasn't Rise's fault. No one can manage that growth.
It's a growth.
Dude, no one can manage that growth. And every channel thinks they're the most important channel. And we have to spread the love, right? Like, the biggest part of Rise is their community. So you need to make sure the website has an allocation of product. You need to make sure Vitamin Shop, who's your national retail partner, has an allocation of product. So yeah, some of the brick and mortars, they were getting launches late, or like it would take a while to ship things. And it's no sweat off anyone's back. It was just one of those things where it's like the communication was breaking down because I was here. They were so busy over there. And it eventually got to a point where I was going to move down there. But then it was like almost like an ultimatum, like you have to move down here kind of thing. And I was like, dude, I'm planning a wedding. I was not in the right state mentally. I don't know why. It wasn't even like everything good. I was a fucking owner in the fastest growing supplement company on planet Earth. I just couldn't get my head right at the time. The stress was kind of like affecting my relationship or whatever. And I was like, I'm like, I think I just have to do my own thing. So I left I sold my equity back at a significant discount, especially compared to like what it's worth today. I love all the guys over there. I think the product, I told you earlier, the product's fucking great. It really is. Like if I didn't have my own pre-workout, I'd probably still be taking theirs. So, and that was it. And it was just one of those things where there's a middle ground after that where I had an offer to go work for probably the largest company and would have been essentially top 3. And I turned that down. Not gonna name names.
Can name it off the camera.
Yeah, I'll name it off the camera.
Name it off the camera to me.
I
won't say anything.
You really find out. I was friends with the owners for a while. One of them. We'll talk off camera. But when I turned down that job and decided to do my own thing, it was the last time that I'd spoken to either of them. No RSV to the wedding, nothing. And I was like, they were industry friends. They weren't friends.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and that's fine. That's all good. I have no problem with it. I'll still support them. I'll be a cheerleader from the sideline or whatever. But I just knew that, I got my buyout, obviously. So I knew that I wasn't going to be happy working for someone else. I knew I didn't want to like move or be forced to move somewhere unless it was on my own accord. And I've wanted to start my own brand for so fucking long. So like my thing was this, this brand is stressful to run, but I own the stress. So like, it helps you become self-aware because for me, like, if I was stressed out somewhere else, it might not have all been my fault. It might have been some other people in the company and I couldn't control it, which was a problem because that's more stressful for me. So at least for this, I'm able to make quick decisions. And also I'm able to be like, yeah, I fucked up. Fuck, that sucks. Forgot to get back to this person, or I forgot to, enter that order in properly or whatever. Like, I own all of it. It's all mine, which is somehow less stressful. And I don't know how to really put that into words, but it is like when all the stress is on you, you're forced to suck it up. And like I had a lot of resent when I was at Rise because it was like I was there, things would get fucked up. I would, not really be able to control it. So I was mad. I was angry at things.
And then you take the lashings.
Yeah, well, not even take the lashings because they never really blamed me for anything, but it was more like I was, blaming them for things, which I probably, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have blamed anyone for anything. It was just a growing company and I should have probably just managed my emotions better with it. But like having your own, there's no one to blame. Something gets fucked up, like it's you, bro. Like you, which is less stressful because it teaches you quickly to fix whatever's wrong or own up to it or take responsibility or like, hey, this tracking didn't go live. Fuck, sorry, dude. Like, let me call UPS, find out why, whatever. Like, it's on me. I'll figure it out, which is better. And I really think that like everyone should do that at some point. Like, start something, fuck up. Cause like, dude, I mean, this is going great, but yeah, we fuck up every day, every week. Yeah.
Huge fan of this.
Yeah, it's cool. Cheap, $600. Worth it.
Make a Kenji head.
Dude, yo, he makes, if you go to him, shout out Rave Helmets Inc. I'll fucking tag him in one of these things. If you go to his page, this is the most simple thing that they've ever made. They make some crazy, crazy shit. It's cool. And he's local. That looks big on everyone. Your fucking hulking shoulders are taking up a lot of the space in that helmet. Yeah, that was my that's my rap story for my career progression over the last like 10 years.
All right, so now we're here.
How did you get the logo? How did you get the name? What was the thought process? Give me something.
This brand was, if you've ever seen the labels, I have a product in my car. Well, you've seen the labels. You have the Sour Apple. But you'll see there's a lot of like space stuff on there. Like there's an astronaut, there's some rocket ships and all that stuff. And this brand was called Gravity. I was going to call it Gravity first. And then, we've been thinking about this brand for a while. Me and my buddy Zach, my buddy Mike, and we've been talking about it for a long time. They're my partners in the business. Zach's our manufacturer. He's All Phase Nutrition or Nutra down in South Carolina. Mike is right now really. It's funny because Mike's one of the best men at my wedding with Zach. He's not like doing anything active for the company, but eventually I will bring him into a sales role just because he's the most personable person you'll ever meet in your entire life. We just can't afford to pay him yet, so he's just got equity in the company. And he's basically like just been a mediator, just in a group chat, like contributing to the ideas and things like that. So it's like he doesn't have a job description yet, whereas Zach and I have specific roles. I talked about the brand a lot. I didn't really want to paint us. I loved Gravity. I love space. I don't know why. We all do. I didn't want to paint us into like a theme corner that you could never like evolve out of. So we changed it, and the name Fresh. Like I was like, I want to start something fresh. So we named it Fresh, but not like in the natural products kind of way where like you think fresh or like, oh, it's a leaf logo and natural. Not fresh as in like everything fresh. Like I didn't want our branding to look like a supplement, which I don't think it does. I wanted everything to be fresh. I wanted to do like fresh in terms of like, that's a fresh fit or it's a fresh vibe or like a fresh start. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to, people overuse the word disrupt in every industry, but I wanted to be kind of like a disruptor. I wanted to fuck up publicly. And like, I really got to get better at doing the content and like doing the videos and stuff like that. But like when we have mistakes, I'll post about them because it happens to everyone. And I feel like this is why I love Threads, because every brand is this carefully curated, high production value version of themselves when in the background, it's a fucking shit show.
Yep.
And I think people really do respect when you let them into that to a level. Like, people can't know everything, obviously, but like they need to know that like it's not easy to do all the things that it takes to build a brand or to build a company, especially one that has products. Because like building Fresh is vastly different than building my branding company. like you, if you had started a company with an actual product, it'll be vastly different than your videography company.
Yep.
There's a lot more to it, I think, and it's more complicated. There's a lot of things that, like, you starting a company, you have a specialized expertise, and that's all you do. You can't. When you start this company, you have to worry about insurance, you have to worry about logistics, you have to worry about accounting, you have to worry about all these things that, like, they're not fucking enjoyable. You think I care about UPS rates or fulfillment or logistics? No, I don't. But you have to learn it. You have to be good at it, and you have to do what it takes to evolve your business until you can hire other people to do that stuff. And that's just what it is. So Fresh, with the logo, we wanted to do something just super simple. Like, I just thought it was like kind of sarcastic. It's just a smiley face. That's all it is, with a wink. Like, there's no overthought behind it. And it's one of the things that I love about it is I wanted it to be dynamic. And if you've seen our different flavors and our different themes, like we just did the 4th of July Rocket Pop flavor, I made that smiley face into Uncle Sam. I have a fucking cool one coming for Halloween too. So it's dynamic. Like, I can make it interesting. So I wanted each piece of, or each design and each label and each product to be like a piece of art. Because are our formulas good? Yeah. Are they like the best ever? No. They're like very high quality. They're fully transparent. They're daily driver formulas. They're exactly what I think that the major demographic of people taking supplements needs. You know, Rise has Godzilla. That is the fucking kitchen sink pre-workout formula. It's got everything in it. It's like a 28 gram scoop of, or 28 grams of actives, 35 gram scoop. It's nuts. Insane. It sells like hotcakes. Will my wife take that? Probably not. She doesn't need it.
I've never taken it.
Yeah, it's a great formula.
Does it have Yohimbe in it?
No.
I fucking hate Yohimbe.
Yeah, I won't do that in mine either.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hate or love with that ingredient.
I get the sweats. Yep. I feel nauseous. I shake.
Stomach, yeah. I don't. It gives you like glycemic index issues. I don't love Yohimbe. A lot of people will do like a version with alpha yo and without because of that. There's some stim freaks that want it. But again, like, I feel like my product and what we're coming out with, they're not over engineered, and they're just, they're clinically dosed. They're exactly what you need. They're not too much. They're not too little. They're not trying to fake anything. That's what we want to do. I want to focus this brand more on the community and more on like making each product launch an event. Like, because I hate to say that like the products are the least important, because they're not the least important. But I think that we've evolved in this industry where the products being high quality, good tasting, true to label products is the standard. That's not what makes companies good anymore, or brands good. I think what makes brands the best is the community that they build, the content, the value they deliver elsewhere. Because, like, dude, I mean, you have to understand that there's a billion companies doing the same exact thing. You can white label a product with 288 units for fucking $3,000. A 19-year-old kid can do it right now. It's, and people do. But the value that you can create elsewhere, whether it's educational, whether it's content, whether it's just being fucking funny, whatever it is, like, it's a sarcastic brand. We joke around. It's lighthearted. It is and will be an extension of me. And it's funny because I got a text from Ben at Price Plow last night, and I'm going to read it to you word for word. Is he
from here?
He's from Jersey.
Oh, so he can come for the podcast. All right.
He will. I told him to.
Yeah. If you want, all three of us could sit down.
I would love to.
I'm cool with that.
He texted me last night.
Do that fucking live. That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be. That would be funny. He texted me and he goes, out of nowhere, he's like, I hope you never think Fresh is too big for you to show your personality online. Because we're talking about threads. And I made a joke. I made a joke thread, and I was like, I think I'm just going to use the Fresh thread as like an alter ego of me. Just make it fun. Like, look at like the most engaging brands on social media. Slim Jim.
Dr. Squatch.
Dr. Squatch is killing it on threads. Manscaped.
What'd they say? They said some shit like, no, we won't give you feet pics.
Yeah, they do. They're so, because it's so funny.
Duolingo kills it.
But the thing is like, you have to understand, why are influencer-led brands crushing right now? Because people relate to people. Like, yeah, there's going to be legacy brands. There's going to be Apple. There's going to be
Toys R Us. I am a giraffe. Dr. Squatch. I am a Sasquatch.
Dude, it's the funniest thing. Like, Toys R Us has a thread. Why?
Yeah,
that's
fire.
So weird. But I posted,
good morning, zaddies, and only zaddies.
Yeah, man. Go to the Fresh page. I posted yesterday, and I tagged Slim Jim, and I was like, I'm like, is a Slim Jim flavored pre-workout too far? Let us know. Cause like I think Threads should be about like brands interacting with brands and just being funny. It's a stream of consciousness. But forget about Threads. It's more like, that's just what I want this brand to be in general. I want it to be an extension of me. I want it to be an outlet to like, for artistic, I love branding and design, obviously. So I want to use each product launch as something cool. I have a bottle, I don't have it with me, but if you actually look at the pattern, the gloss pattern that's behind my bottle, behind the label, every little piece in there has to do with like me and my partner's lives. Like there's little beer pong cups. There's all the stuff from Gravity. There's one of my partners, his father, who's basically a dad to me, passed away a couple of years back, young. He was really important to all of us. He always had this caricature of him in his basement with like giving a thumbs up or whatever. So I recreated that caricature and I put it as part of the pattern.
That's awesome.
Because it's cool. Like dude, I'm not taking this brand I'm taking it seriously because it's a serious brand.
I know what you
mean.
But
it can be lighthearted and it's got to be personal and it's got to be like, I think that's what really separates, or what's going to start separating brands, because like our products don't sell. The brand needs to sell. That's what it is. And that's what
people buy from people.
They buy people.
They don't buy from the brand. That's why, listen, there's 100,000 videographers that do exactly what I do.
Yeah.
What separates me from
it's
another
the way
guy?
You network
it's like,
with your clients.
Okay, maybe I shoot this a little bit better than them. Maybe they shoot this a little bit better than me. Okay.
That's style preferences.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, I like working with Nick more. Nick is easier to be around. He's not a fangirl if we bring a celebrity in. Like, he's just this person. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm able to market myself there. Dude, there are some video and photo people that just take themselves so fucking seriously. I mean, dude, they act like their Instagram.
I will never be that buttoned up. Like there's a time for it.
They act like their Instagram is this whole thread of just not thread.
Yeah.
They act like this whole Instagram is this whole panel of just like the greatest hits and only that.
Yeah.
Bro, I post my broken ass fingers from jujitsu.
Yeah, dude.
I don't give a fuck, bro. What am I supposed? I'm not just a videographer. I'm a human being. I do other things.
What's funny is that like if you were just a videographer, people wouldn't humanize you and you wouldn't get the work that you get probably. And it's like, it's so funny because when I would rather work with people, and this is funny because like, I'm going to talk about him again, Michael Casara. He was our wedding photographer, engagement photographer. Dude.
Is that Casarino's?
No, it's Michael Casara. It's like, I'll tag him in.
Yeah. You have to send it to me after.
Dude, he's the man.
Because I've heard the name before.
Awesome. He's got a cool little team. He's the most personal guy you'll ever meet in your entire life. He's going to shoot every event for the rest of my life as long as he's still shooting, which is funny. My wife texted me like 2 weeks ago about him. And she was like, I can't wait for him to shoot our kids. And I was like, that's a weird text, dude.
I mean, hey, glad you're excited.
You could have worded that a little differently.
Glad you're amped.
But like someone like him, like if I found another, and I'm sure there are photographers.
Yeah. I get caught up sometimes saying that too. Like I want to put shooter in my bio.
Yeah,
I'm
like, I want to shoot you. Like, But it's, but like someone like him, I'm sure there are photographers better. I'll use him 10 out of 10 times just because he's the best to work with. Like I hate taking pictures myself. And he made our engagement shoot in the fucking peak of August outside at I don't remember where we did it. Planting Field? I don't know. We did it somewhere hot as fucking hell.
Arboretum?
I was miserable. Fields? It might have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was miserable. And he made it fun. For someone who hates pictures, who's 230 pounds, sweating balls in a white dress shirt, like he made it fun for me. He made the wedding fun. He made the whole thing fun. He knows how to control, you know what it's like when you're trying to control a bunch of people that don't want to be shot. But yeah, like that personality is why he will get clients and why he'll continue to get clients. And it's the same thing with brands. Like if you believe in the people behind the brand, you're going to buy the brand.
Yep.
Whether it's just to support or you actually trust that person.
Chaco, I bought Rains before.
Yeah.
Like before I even worked with Rain, I loved drinking the drink and I loved the people behind it after I met them a couple of times before I was even offered anything. Like I fucked with it.
Yeah.
Muscle Sport. I fucked with it when you were there.
Yep.
I love Jason and I love you. So it's like it was easy fit.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. What other brands?
For me, like
Matt who owns Tier.
Where's Tier?
I'll have to show you all.
Oh, you were showing me this. I think
he does the sneakers and he does all the fitness apparel now. He's dope.
Yeah.
You know, so he blessed me with some shoes. I'll always show those fucking shoes off. I appreciate him.
It's funny. You had him on too. Another like massively successful brand driven by a personality is OG.
Yes, Evan.
Dude.
Crazy.
I was a trainer for 6 years. I love like the energy of good trainers, and I know what it's like to basically like put all of like your feelings completely aside 24/7 while you're training other people. That dude's the best trainer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man. He has no off button when he's doing his thing.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about like best trainer, like in comparison to like a celebrity trainer. Like people might be like technically better. That dude's energy and that community that he's built it's unreal.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's crazy. And it's like, I went 2 years ago and I'm starting to get back into it.
Yeah, you are.
Starting to get back into it now.
You can start rolling in jiu-jitsu with me too.
Oh God. I can only, let me do like one
What's
massive.
The pre-fresh Greg would have rolled with jiu-jitsu. Before this fucking smiley and this mask, he would have rolled jiu-jitsu with me. What kind of
Let me get back in shape before I roll.
You don't have to. It'll get you in shape. What's up with you?
How many times are you going to put that?
I don't know, man. It's hot. I don't want to keep it on the whole time. But I want to remind you, pre-fresh Greg, you would have rolled with me.
Yeah. All right. I'll do it.
You say that, but then he's not going to answer my text when I ask him, yo, we going to class this week?
Well, you're calling me out live here. Not live, but you're calling me out publicly.
Dude,
so
I will make this a fucking clip. I really will. I told you, I'm just going to have your wife drop you off like daycare.
You'll
be like,
I
"Where
will
are we
tuck and
going?"
roll out of the car.
She'd be like, where are we going?
And you're like, oh, well, we're going to, I guess.
When do you go?
A vineyard? Oh, and Karen texted me. Let me make sure Kenji's good. What time do I feed him? All right, as long as he's good.
When do you go to
I go fucking every day.
No, when? Like what times?
6:30 at night.
I'm walking my dog.
Ah, damn. Oh my God. Well, there's a midday too.
I'm walking my dog then too.
Oh, you better walk her there. Just bring her. Well, bring them.
Fuck.
Bring them.
2 to 8. No.
6:30 at night. Tonight's. All right, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight?
Birthday dinner.
Really?
Yeah. Wifey's going to Montauk tomorrow, so trying to
so
celebrate tonight.
So tomorrow.
I'm walking my dog.
Damn. A lot of walking.
They need exercise.
They got little legs.
You know what it is,
They
dude.
got little legs. There's not that much walking.
Ace has little legs. He doesn't have to walk a lot. You know Nova. She's got to get her steps in, bro.
I'm just gonna have Alexis drop you off. It is
I will commit.
so much fun.
I will commit in the month of August to start coming with you.
Okay.
Tags Matt Sarah.
This is really, I will. He fucking follows me every time I'm on the mats. Nikki fucking Rizzles, let's go.
That's awesome.
He's always amped whenever he sees me. And I go, is that dangerous, Matt Sarah? That's crazy. What are you doing here?
So it's funny. I'm gonna have you. If I come, I'm gonna make you roll with Ronnie.
Okay. That's the guy you guys know, right? The cousin?
It's Alexa's uncle.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll roll with anybody. I don't care if I lose. I'll tap in 3 seconds. Don't matter to me.
Ronnie's awesome.
I love rolling with everybody.
Yeah. No, it's I want to go. I need it. I need like some other
dude. Let me tell you.
Purpose.
Let me tell you, man. I work my ass off at OG. When I go to Bev's, I work my ass off there.
It's a different thing, though.
It's different, man.
Yeah.
When you feel it's crazy. You feel like you're preparing for war. It's almost like all your ancestral roots come out as a man.
You get primal.
Swear to God,
Yeah.
it's like crazy, dude. It's like it's so wild.
Well, I wrestled for 6 years.
I didn't. So this is my first experience of doing anything like this. Like I fuck with Tyler. That's the most physical I've ever gotten. Like besides like little altercations.
Yeah, I mean, like after wrestling, I didn't wrestle in college. My college didn't have a wrestling team, but like I wrestled for Sal Strapo and the Teixeira brothers, which like arguably, if Seaford wasn't small school, they'd be state champions every fucking year. But we were small school, so we could never go past counties.
This is what I'm saying. So like you have experience. Like I go against wrestlers.
It's 2009.
But still, regardless, you still have the basis of wrestling. I don't know any of that.
Yeah.
So it's like I go against wrestlers at Sarah's. I'm like, oh, whoa. And they don't stop. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, relax. And then I'm like, then I have to bring that energy up.
They're different people.
Dude, so they do a competition class every Sunday. And I got pitted with the wrestler. He's a white belt in jiu-jitsu.
Is that just like sparring, but like full sparring?
It's people that want to do competitions.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, I just went because it was like a Sunday class and I knew it was a competition class, but I didn't think they were going to be going heavy.
What's the structure though? Do they run it as if it's a competition?
Yeah, they run drills and then you do rounds. Like
so it's drills first, then it's real periods.
So I was like, so we were going at it, him and I. And it's like, basically we were trying to do like passes. So you do one on each side, one like pass, same motion, pass 4 times, pass, and then they get in turtle.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you have to submit them.
Right.
Or get it back to a dominant position.
Yeah.
So like every time I'd get into turtle, this motherfucker would reach around and then I'd flip him over and we would be back at square one. But then there was no pause for a dude that's a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's going.
Oh,
like
dude.
there's no stopping.
Well, the cardio is different. And I will say, bro, like whether, if I have a boy growing up, I'm going to put him in wrestling specifically for the discipline. It's the mental is so like, I was never like a great wrestler. Like I was decent, I had like 500 fucking seasons, but the mentality of it is different. Like we had something called the varsity room, which was like in the basement of Seaford High School. That was the wrestling room. It rained sweat. Like it was just this enclosed room, probably 4 times the size of this, just all matted out. Mats all over the floor.
Yeah, he digs in my office like that. Yeah, I know. I got to get a bigger office.
Well, I mean, housing a whole fucking team. But whatever. To get the size of it, they would shut the doors and they wouldn't open until practice was over and it would rain sweat.
Yeah, because the condensation.
It was fucking insane.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're in high school. Like, this is high school. I was doing this as a freshman. So it's like, and these dudes, like the coaches there, Sal Strapo and then the Teixeira brothers who wrestled for, I think, Iowa. The level of like, just the mental of that whole thing taught me a lot, honestly. It was cool back then. Like, because I would be probably a different person without that. That's why I want to fight, or why I want to do jujitsu.
Telling you, dude, it's a lot of fun. And the thing is, it's like I've had so many
obsessed with things, though.
and that's a good thing to get obsessed with. That's good for your mental. That's good for your business. That's good for everything. Because the sharper you are mentally, the sharper your business is going to be.
Yeah.
And when you're lacking in the physicality of things, and you haven't given
you
yourself
sent me this text, and it's funny because it is really true. Like I feel better when I'm getting back in shape now, and I feel more patient actually with my business. Patience is a big thing, but yeah, like I guess like sharper.
Yeah, man, I'm not as stressed. I really am not. I'm not as stressed. I'm pretty relaxed with a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I'm just enjoying the process. Like I'm in no rush to get stripes or belts. I don't care. I don't want to be that dude that got a higher belt and doesn't actually perform that way.
I would love to do it. I feel like 32. I'm kind of aged out of competing, but
let's do a competition. I'm going to do one.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do one.
But you would love talk. Ben does it.
Yeah.
Ben at Pricewell. He's fucking heavy in it now.
Oh, sick. Yeah, dude.
He just started like probably 6 months
we
to a year
should all
ago.
sign up for the same tournament.
Oh boy. He does want to compete.
So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be crazy. Who gives a fuck if you go there and lose? It's fun.
I don't give a shit. I'm 32. I could go fucking lose.
Yeah, dude. I'll tap. Bro, someone starts ranking my arm. Here you go, bro. I need this to take videos, man. Take it. I don't give a fuck.
Take it.
This isn't my life. Like, I don't care about this shit like
fun.
that.
And what's the age range like over there?
All over the place.
It is, right? That's what I heard. I heard it was like, younger people want to compete, and then it's like older dudes that just fucking love it.
All over the place. Yeah. It's dope. Loving it.
It's similar to OG with like the different people that go to OG actually is one of the things that intrigues me. Like there's a level of OG that's just freak athletes. And then there's a level of people like older people, pregnant women that are just like doing that same thing and just going 100,000% at it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a very cool thing to see, but that's the main goal. And the main thing is getting after it because I mean, how many people don't?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they forget to. They forget the journey.
Yeah, I think I need like an athletic extracurricular. I used to play flag and softball. Those were like my two after school. Those are my two like athletic things. And then they went away. And now it's just like business and gym.
Well, what I find funny is I broke my nose playing flag football. And every time people ask me to play flag, I go, no, I don't want to play flag football. But now I'm grappling grown-ass men. Yeah. So it's like, okay, whatever.
I mean, I broke my finger. I ripped an earring out. I got like a concussion playing flag football, which I played baseball. I wrestled, never got injured in organized sports.
I'm good on it.
It's crazy.
Just my joints hurt. My joints hurt. Look at this swollen ass finger. See that?
That's the worst.
See that? I have jujitsu fingers. Look at the difference.
Yeah. You wear headgear?
My ear started hurting.
Yeah.
My ear started hurting last week, and I've been
drain them early.
I've been waiting. Did you get it? Did you get cauliflower?
No, I never got it from wrestling.
Yeah. My ear started hurting a little bit, so I started wearing the headgear.
Yeah. Well, because if once it gets hard, it's there forever.
Yep.
There's nothing you could do. Like you'll see, Ronnie, Matt, his ears, all of them. It's, that's the one rough thing. And even some kids in high school that wrestled have it forever. But
it's funny because girls ask, like, what is that? Like most of the girls don't know, but guys see that and they go, okay, yeah, fuck with that, dude.
That's like, dude, that's what I mean. It's like you're out at a bar and like you see like a small dude with cauliflower ear and like your friend starts mouthing off and
We might not want to do that.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Dude, anything else? Where's like what else? What else can we expect from Fresh? We got a cool Halloween thing coming up.
Yeah, so well, there's more coming up.
That's what I was gonna say.
So I'm trying. I told you I'm reinvesting literally everything into the brand. I want to grow the line. I want to grow. I want to focus on launches. I love product launches. I think each little product launch is like its own cool campaign that allows me to kind of like artistically express some things. It allows. Again, we're very brick and mortar. I never really touched on this. We're really brick and mortar focused, right? So what does that mean? So Natural Body, that's a brick and mortar location. Shredded RX, Energy Bar out here, Empire Nutrition. These are all brick and mortar locations, which means they rely on brands for certain things. They have to keep the primes and the ghosts and well, they don't have ghosts, but they have to keep these like, big brands, Cellucor, stuff like that. They have to keep them in there because people want them. But the brands that are really keeping those stores in business are the ones that are protecting them. Because my wife, like we're on Amazon every day, right? You can buy whatever you want from Amazon. Most of these brands are undercutting themselves on Amazon, which puts a retailer in a really shit spot. Because it's as a retailer, if you're Mike over at Empire, right? And someone walks in your store and they want to buy a pre-workout. A lot of times those people will go on Amazon and they're like, oh, it's $4 cheaper on Amazon and it'll be here tomorrow. It's bad. It's bad for that store because why? What's the benefit of going to that store? So like stores can stay in business one of two ways. Be competitive with the products, but they have to make margin because they have to, keep opening their store. And they also have to deliver a value that you can't get on Amazon, right? So like, trustworthy store associates that are actually educating the customers on the product, doing content, doing whatever, like they have to actually turn into brands themselves now because that's what it is. But for a brand like me, what I'll do with my retail stores is I protect MAP heavy. MAP is minimum advertised pricing, right? So if I have a $49.99 pre-workout, my MAP is 10% off. That means my website will not discount more than 10% ever because I want to even the playing field. And I will not let a competitor or an online store or ever break MAP either. Because if you own Empire Nutrition and you own Natural Body, you guys are going to compete on your own shit. You're not going to use my product to compete. Number one, it's going to devalue my brand. Number two, I don't want to give you a cheaper price to sell for than you because it's an unfair marketplace advantage. That's not helping anybody. It's going to devalue my brand in the long run. So what I'll do with my retailers is number one, I'll do a lot of promotion, right? Like I will repost every single one of my stores, whether it's about my brand or not, because it's a level of loyalty that they give back to me. Like I posted on my story, that brand supplements that store supplements in Indiana, they ran a giveaway with their store for the 4th of July. Part of the giveaway was to wish me a happy birthday. Like part of the rules to win and this is an account that I haven't known for 10 years. We actually just met 2-3 months ago when he placed his first order. And it's like that level of loyalty is awesome because I'll give that back 1,000 times more than they'll give it to me. And they respect that. And then it's back and forth. Right. So for us being like a brick and mortar focused brand, a big kind of like part of my ethos is to always keep that loyalty to my brick and mortars. These are the guys that I've had relationships with for 10 years that have elevated me in my own career. I have a sense of like duty to give back a little bit. And it helps me too, because we're brand new. We're 6 months old, right? So 6 months old, we don't have influencers yet. We don't have a creator program. We're not spending millions of dollars in advertising. No one's walking into a store to buy Fresh yet. I have my little community of people that are really supportive of me. They buy it on the websites and stuff like that, but that's not where we are yet. So when I deliver that kind of loyalty to our retailers, they act as an extension of my brand. They're talking to people about my brand. They're marketing my brand, and it helps me.
And they're getting excited about it. And that's the best thing about it.
Right. So obviously you have to have an interesting brand to do that. Your product's got to be good. It's got to taste good. I want to do a lot of cool things with launches. So we're doing limited editions. Like for instance, we started in February with 2 pre-workouts, 2 aminos. That's it. We immediately launched 2 more flavors in March or April rather. No, yeah, April. 2 more flavors of our pre-workout. Then we launched the creatine. Then we launched the limited edition 4th of July. We're launching, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but we're launching a brand new product in August. We're going to also launch an amino flavor in August. Then we're doing our pre-workout Halloween launch. And then I have 3 more limited editions between Halloween and the end of the year.
Sick.
So I want to just keep it rolling, right? And so this allows me to do 2 things. It's not gimmicky to launch products, even if they're limited edition, because you sell on hype or whatever. This is a feedback loop for me. So it's like, we launch this, I get to see how the community, how the stores, how the fans, the customers react to this product. And that's my data, right? Because I'm not spending money on ads right now. I'm not doing that because I want to build this organically. I want to protect who sells it. I say no to people. We're sold at probably 80 active locations now in the United States. And then I have 4 exclusive international distribution deals currently locked. So we're in the UK, we're in, which is like five countries in the UK, I think. We just closed India, working on Canada as we speak, and we're in South Africa, which is awesome. And there's like, my thing is this, I'm not going to, even internationally, I'm not going to sell to everybody. I want to work with one partner. I want to give value to them to get that value back to me. I want to make sure that they control their region. They do whatever they need to do. You can't sell internationally and like sell to stores. You have to sell to distributors. It's not possible. Because number 1, I don't know the market. Number 2, it's me, just me selling. Even like, Muscle Tech's not selling to individual stores. So, and that's it. And it's the same thing for the guys here. I have some territory exclusives. For instance, like my guys in Nutrition Factory, they're one of my best accounts. They're fucking awesome. They're in Tennessee. They have the exclusive on the product because they do right by me. I do right by them. I want to start doing some cooler, more like, interesting things on that regard too. Like doing an exclusive flavor specifically for a store. It means a lot to these guys. Cause like, it's hard to keep a brick and mortar store open. It really is. I mean,
especially nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, especially after COVID, bro.
Yeah.
How many stores closed during COVID? So you got to do what it takes to kind of be the value that these stores need. And that's the model that we're starting at. Now, obviously, every brand hopefully will go through like an explosive growth period or even just a regular growth period where they have to sell to a national retailer like Vitamin Shoppe or GNC. Eventually you surpass that. You go to Walmart, you do like big box and stuff like that. My goal is to go through that whole process over the next couple of years without ostracizing the brick and mortar locations. It's hard. It's fucking really hard to do because
especially when you have to start keeping up with distribution for the big box stores.
Right. Well, it's hard on inventory. In the case like Rise, we just simply could not make enough product to sell to everybody evenly. So we had to pick and choose our battles, which at that point is really nothing you could do. Like you have to go where it's more lucrative in the long run and what's better for the brand. Which is not to say that like there wasn't steps we could have taken to probably try to do things better, but you have to understand like when Rise grew, it was right after as the pandemic was ending, which supply chain was destroyed. So like, when you make a product, most people's lead times right now for an order with the manufacturer is probably 8 to 12 weeks. When I joined Rise, it was 24 weeks. It's fucking nuts. You have to or 26 weeks rather. So you have to order for half the year. I have no idea where this brand's going to be in 6 more months. No idea. I didn't know we'd be where we're at now 6 months ago. So, that level, it's managing that growth is hard. I'm going to fuck up a lot probably, which is cool. It's okay. Like it is what it is. I expected to. I'm not trying to be perfect. I don't think the retailers or customers, whatever, expect you to be perfect. As long as you're honest, you do the right thing. So that's it. That's where I want to take the brand. I want to, the biggest thing that I wanted to do was keep it fluid. So like, we don't really have like a mission statement. And the reason, and a lot of people are like, well, what's your why? I don't know. It's going to change. I think our why, like the reasoning behind the brand and like the things we want to focus on, they're going to evolve constantly. Like your brand should be like water. Like it should be fluid. It should adapt to the industry. It should adapt to trends. It should adapt to customer needs. It should adapt to restrictions, all that shit. Like people that have this, like I'm going to stick to this the whole time. Like that's it's fine when it's, like a moral compass. Like I'm always going to, do the right thing by quality. That's never going to be fluid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the products, but as research comes out for certain ingredients, they'll be pulled from the product or they'll be added to the products. Like you can't just stick to your guns. Unless it's something that like we know is never going to change. You know what I mean? Like we're always going to follow GMP. We're always going to do the right thing. We're never going to adulterate labels. There's never There's not going to be bathtub SARMs in our fucking pre-workouts. Like it's not, you know what it is? That's just never going to happen. I'll stick to those guns.
Are you ever gonna just record clips of you speaking as a podcast so this way it looks like you're doing a podcast? I just wanted to know just from the marketing perspective because some brands do that.
Oh, God. I'm not even going to say who it is, but it fucking pains me because I love this dude during my fitness career. And the fact that I'm watching him fake conversations in a podcast fucking kill. Like, why do you have these microphones if you're not talking to other people? Like dude's in a lit room that looks like Joe Rogan's studio, talking to no one. Please don't fucking do that. It's so disingenuous. It's crazy because like this dude, his entire like,
and he's not the only one. There's a lot of people that do.
Yeah,
that.
but this dude, his entire like, I guess like coming up in the industry was about being real. It's the least fucking real thing that you could do.
Oh, people like water, I guess, right? They're just fucking, they change.
Yes, dude.
Got nobody to talk to, so now they just talk to themselves.
He has plenty of people to talk to.
I know.
Kills me.
Strange.
Fucking kills me.
It's a strange world we're living in, man.
People, because it's sound bites, I wonder if people, like, what does the sound bite lead to? Like, I want to comment and be like, yo, can I see the full episode? There is none. There's no episode. This dude had a thought. He's like, this sounds motivational. Let me go turn the fucking studio lights on and record a clip.
Dims it mad dark. I just need the accents.
Yeah, it's true.
You just need an accent light. That's all I need. A couple neon tubes behind me.
I bought a couple neon tubes.
I have one right. I have two over there.
Yeah.
Rarely use them. They're too bright. They don't.
You know who's really good at like content lighting? Rise.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
It's just good. It's comfortable to watch. It's big. Lighting's big.
Lighting is big. Lighting is big. So yeah, dude.
It's been fun.
It's been real fun, dude.
I'm about to go to Hendrix and eat a burger or something.
Yo, we've been going for like 3 hours.
Oh, it's 4:30.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thank God Lex got off work because
that's crazy. Doggies would actually need a walk.
Fucked.
Actually need a walk. Plug where everybody can find everything.
Everything is at My Fresh Supps. Every single thing. Freshsupps.com. That's about it.
Keep up to date with all the little product launches and
yeah, that's it.
Limited edition stuff. I love the limited edition products.
Fucking
They're fun.
Follow us on Threads because it's just me and I'm going to be the extension of that brand. I'm just going to be sarcastic.
He's gonna have fun with it. I can already tell.
I love it. It was built for me. Sarcastic, fucking one-liners.
It'd be great, dude.
Love it. I appreciate it,
dude. Thank you for coming in, chopping it up
dude.
with me. I appreciate your time. It's business owner, man. Oh yeah, of course. Take some on your way out, dude. It's tough as business owners to take the time away and dedicate to 3-4 hours. It's a lot, but I always have a pleasure talking.
Week.
Dude, yeah, it's right. Isn't that weird? It's like a holiday week. It's still it felt like a Monday on Wednesday.
It was weird.
So strange.
It's like no one was really doing much on Monday, and
right.
then the day after, everyone's hungover and shit. And then it's like, summer Fridays.
We start next Monday.
Yeah,
but and then you only got a couple weeks left until you're forced to come to jiu-jitsu with me. So you better get ready.
Yeah,
go buy some Origin gis, American made. Love that.
I have to get a gi before I go, right?
You don't have to. You could buy one from there, but I bought Origin.
I got an Origin gi of Jocko.
It's so sick.
It's cool, right?
I have two.
Yours is blue?
I have a black one and a white one.
A black one.
I have two Origin gis, and I bought a Fuji one. The Fuji one's made in Afghanistan, though. Like, there's nothing against. I have nothing against it, but it's like every gi. Origin pointed that out. Every gi, even though some will say that they're made in America, no, they're customized in America. Every gi, the cotton and the fibers come from Afghanistan.
Even Origin?
No,
yeah,
theirs.
Origin's all.
They
I know.
used to.
Yeah, he has a jean company
nope.
too, right?
Yep, and they said nope, we're not doing it. They bought the mills. They do everything in Maine.
Dude, it's like, it goes back to just having like, I would love to do something like that, but you have to be an influencer first. It's crazy. Like, it's so hard to like.
He partnered. Jocko's. I think he has equity in the company.
Yeah.
He didn't start it.
No, he's just driving it.
Yeah, it was already an established company, but they were.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time. To my understanding, I could be wrong. I don't know their mission statement and their whole story.
So he's got no artificial sweeteners or colors in Jocko fuel at all?
I don't think so.
I'm curious. I met Jocko. Probably won't remember me, but it was at the Vitamin Shop trade show.
Yeah, my ears are itchy. It's over for me. Can't get text back now. Once I get cauliflower ear, it's really over.
You might be surprised. It's funny. Do you watch the fights?
Yeah, you watching them tomorrow night?
Dude.
Tomorrow night's big.
Best fucking card of the year. By us.
Where are you watching them?
My couch.
Damn it.
Probably. Why?
I want to watch them somewhere.
No one had. Come over. You know, it's weird. Like once they started to do the ESPN thing, like it's hard to go somewhere to watch the fights because like most bars are not going to have an ESPN Plus account for that shit. Wow. Is this just the energy drink? What is this?
That's just the energy drink that you were asking.
They have regular supplements too, no?
Yeah.
Pink mist. If only people knew what that was.
It's blood everywhere.
Dude, it's so crazy. Like it's an energy drink and no one has any. I actually named we started a company a while ago called Liberty Labs, and I had a pink mist flavor too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll show you the pre-workout.
Good for him.
And then you can tell me if it's good or not, because you know the supplements, I don't.
I mean, look, dude, I'm sure it's good. He's not stupid. It's just the natural thing is still so niche. Naturally flavored, yeah.
Well, everyone says it's naturally flavored.
Well, so there's a difference between flavored and sweetened. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's natural flavors and it's naturally sweetened. So it's sweetened with monk fruit and it's got natural flavors in it. Probably tastes like shit. I hate to say it.
I've never had this one. I've never tried this.
It's so fucking hard.
Know.
I
like the monk fruit protein. The monk fruit protein's good.
I feel like it's a little easier in protein to flavor, but like for like fruit, citric-y type things, it's tough. It really is fucking tough because it's just like it's so bitter. So, but like when you're doing a protein with like actual cocoa powder in it, that cuts the bitterness right out anyway.
I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try the pre-workout, and
how's the Jocko Fuel?
I don't have any.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's good.
Is it?
It's a little bitter though from the monk fruit.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So the problem with it is that like you know why you like it, right? So because you don't want to have the artificial flavors, so you'll sacrifice that. The problem is some normal person walking into 7-Eleven to buy that is going to think it just tastes like shit, and they don't know why.
And they're not going to drink it again.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. But like he's aware of that, and it's completely fine
because it's not marketed to them.
Right,
it's marketed to jiu-jitsu guys,
exactly.
And the guys that follow him in that niche market.
Yeah, which is why like. No offense, Jocko Fuel probably will never like compete with a Ghost Energy or Rise or Red Bull at that like massive level because there's just not enough people to drive it.
Yeah.
But I think
different product categories.
But that's okay. And I think he's aware of that.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
So anyway, you'll crack one of those and we'll go do jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
You need to stay right there. Peace, everybody. Episode, I don't even know. Peace. You'll see it in the show notes.